Just joking. Not gonna replay it. What's going on, GTC? Yeah, I was late. I got distracted. I was watching Thai City stream and other people stream that night. Black YouTube is crazy. What's going on? New, what's going on? Shout out to New. Candace, what's up? What is up? What's up? What's going on? Josh, what's going on? What's good, soul? Let's roast some niggas. All right. What's going on, Josh? What's going on? So I am not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget. Because I waited to the very end of the stream. I'm like, oh, let me give y'all the link. No, I'm not gonna make that mistake. I gotta get used to this shit. So like when we get to the hour mark, I'll or whenever I'm just ready to get some people on. The link is already pinned up. Just join. Free to join. What your thoughts on my commentary? You know, if I'm wrong about something, if you agree, you don't agree, that's fine. You just want to just say your thoughts on whatever we talked about, that's cool too. Now back in the day, I sound like old nigga again, but when I was doing the content before Keisha content, I was not doing nigga panels like that. But I know niggas like nigga panels, so we're gonna do panels. So yeah, just guest verification required, you know. Of course. But let's get to it. I am starting mad late. I hope you guys are having a good week. Quick update. So, Taco Jump Podcast episode 35 will be this Sunday. You guys probably already saw it. It's scheduled on the stream channel on Sunday. So look out for that. For all the nerd niggas. It's movie news, anime news, gaming news, all that shit in one podcast. So there's no fuckery on that podcast, just letting y'all know. So sorry for the coon niggas, but for all the nerd niggas, Taco Jump episode 35 will be on Sunday. Also, if you have any funny clips you want me to watch from the realms of Black YouTube, just send them to SoulProviderZfiles@gmail.com. And also, if you want to be today's show sponsor, you can cash at me. Oh, and shout out to someone cash at me last show. My bad, I didn't give you the shout out. I'm just gonna. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but shout out to the guy who cash at me the other episode. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. And yeah, right. Let's go ahead and get started here. So, so oh yes, I wanted to talk about King Riches first. Actually, you know what? I was supposed to talk about him last episode, but I just didn't get the chance. As y'all know, I cover a lot of shit. I'm not just, and I tried to I think that's it's better that way instead of just like, oh well, something happened. Let me just beam up a stream. Like I don't want to do that. I want to kind of have a collection of stuff that I'm watching and stuff, reacting to, just so it's a bit, more fun. I don't know. That's just kind of me. But I did want to look at where's this channel at? God damn it. Where is it? Damn. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna type it in because we gotta talk about King Riches just for a little bit. And I think the dude's Nigerian. I have a feeling he's Nigerian. I could sense it with my spider sense. All right. So King Riches. As y'all know, okay. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it, man. I'm definitely grateful for anyone donating to the donations. Appreciate it. So King Riches, right? We know that he joined Pearly Jam Records, and ever since his content has this changed. And I'm just gonna do a little zoom in here, man. Zoom in, and I mean, look at this, right? So he's doing, if you notice, his style of thumbnails and stuff is the same as just Pearly. And it's almost like look at this, right? So he's in front of a bunch of random broads, and it's almost like he's like advertising what the channel's about. Hey, it's me, this is my channel, and these are the women behind me that I interview and do content about. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. And it's just kind of cringe, right? It's cringe. And this goes back to the manosphere list or whatever crap, right? Yeah, like you had a stable of hoes or some shit, right? This goes back to the manosphere list, right? And this goes back just not just the list, but it goes back to if you're like if a young person is looking for content, right? Maybe they have an issue, they want some advice on something, and you find Rich's channel. It's almost like, is this for the dudes? Or is it for the chicks? Or is it for himself? Right? And just look at the titles here, right? Women need to take accountability. Why modern women friend zone men? The truth about being friend zone. Are women more superficial? Like something every woman must know. Well, it's like, you know, stereotypes are being glorified. What women find attractive physically and behavior wise. It's like, I get the bad. I understand the money financial part of it, right? But I'm just curious, is Rich just really like every day he does this, he's like, yeah, I can't wait to interview these damn broads. I mean, I understand, okay, he's getting money, fine. But just like, I mean, look at all this stuff. Oh, she thinks average men are friend zoned. Delusional. A 4'11" woman needs a 6'5" man. Modern woman declares she is like modern woman does this. Modern woman does that. like that's the content. It's like, yo, like to me, I would burn out. I would burn out on this. Like that's just me. I wouldn't be able to do this. And like I said, this is what happened during the Perfume Sama arc, right? Kevin Samuels said this. Kevin Samuels said that. It's just like that's what it would have been, right? But just replace Modern Woman with Kevin Samuels. Like Kevin Samuels said this. Kevin Samuels said that. Back and forth, week to week, weekend to weekend. I mean, like this looks tiring. Like just, I mean, I guess he's doing better than he was before. So okay, cool. But this looks tiring as fuck. It just looks tiring. So he did a stream. Let me see if he took it down. I don't know if this was it. This might have been it. And I mean, if you look at his community tab as well, right? Now it's like, he's getting troll. He has haters. Like people hate him all of a sudden. Whatever. I mean, dude, no one hates you, man. It's just people are very obvious. We're just observing what you're doing and like the switch, just like everyone else. He's not the only one, of course. But there's a stream that he had where a guy super chatted and said, "Oh man, congrats, bro! Like, or bruv, congrats, bruv. Looks like your channel grew after you started interviewing the women, but I guess it just proves the point." And I was waiting for his face to make. I'm like, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna say? And then he said, "You know what? Yeah, I guess you're right." I'm like, okay, Riches. At least you admitted, right, that you did an adjustment, you adapted to the market that you're trying to do, and you're like, hey, these niggas want these hoes, so shit, I might as well do the content. And that's what he did. And hey, at least he admitted that shit. I was like, oh, what's he gonna say? Is he gonna try to act brand new or something? No, he was, he's like, yep, hey, I sold out. It is what it is. Whatever. Yeah, apparently, yeah, someone super chatted him, and he was like, oh yeah, yeah. I was like, all right, cool, good shit. You could accept criticism. So I just wanted to say that about King Riches. I wanted to cover that on the last episode, but I didn't get a chance to. Oh yeah, and by the way, be sure to like the stream and share it. Definitely does help out a lot.
I'm sorry, Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. You heard what she said.
All right. So next up on the docket. Oh, actually, I don't have enough time to cover. Like usually, I wanted to do the news segment that I was doing before, but I don't have. We're starting late, so I'm probably not going to be able to do that. Let's see here. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, Pearly Things did a collab with Melanie King, ironically, about plans for the manosphere. Apparently, she knew Kevin Presume Sama told her what the plans were for the future, and she just happened to go on a white woman's platform and tell us the plans for the manosphere. But I think it should have been Black Manosphere. But let's just see what she says here. I am curious.
Alabama. Different baby daddies, big as a house. I mean, she had to be at least 150 pounds overweight. And I'm sorry, ma'am, that you. And I'll tell you, myself and Dennis Sperling, we were with him on his last birthday, and he really downloaded to us his vision of what he wanted. And I sat here and I was like, I feel like I'm sitting here with Malcolm X.
Oh, that is cringy.
Of how he wanted, especially in the Black community in particular, all people. But he said we were the most in crisis, especially in the U.S., where our families are broken down. And a lot of times it's going to start, a lot of the men are more ready to be husbands. And so he would just download knowledge. And he was just like a wealth of knowledge. And a lot of women thought he hated women, especially Black women. And his entire goal was to be like that harsh father to wake them up, and Black women didn't like him because most of us have not had fathers. And we certainly haven't had a male figure that's an authority that cared about us. The first interaction.
Yeah, that's cringe. That's cringe as hell. Trying to call him Malcolm X. That is super cringe. That's cringy as fuck.
That most Black women have had with a man, the man is taking interest in them, is sexual from a young age. Not saying being touched somehow, but they don't have any male figures in their life that are guiding them. So as they grow and develop, when they actually get attention finally from a man, it's only sexual. So this is how they develop, that's why they put the sexuality out there so much. And so this was what Kevin was trying to teach. You haven't had a father really discipline you. My father was just like Kevin, just like him. So that's why I loved and respected and appreciated him. And that's why I still stand 10 toes for him. And I don't care who don't like it. Cry in your corner. Okay.
That was like the one person I wanted to meet. Like I wanted to, I don't know. I had 2 sessions with him. And he actually, I started my show in like February and I talked to him in like December, early January. And my whole goal when I started the show was like, I think, because he told me he might come to London in the spring. And I was like, maybe if I get the show big enough, he could come on. Like,
and he had no idea that. Now you didn't blow.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, his, I don't know. I just loved his content. I thought it was
great. And you know what was special about it? He was bringing on women and they were telling on themselves. We could see in real time. Like, he's not just talking, like, and then they wonder why they're getting with like they children so I understand that. But we all have trauma. We all come from somewhere. But once you become an adult, it is your responsibility.
And the thing is, a lot of times they'll say, oh, you're harping on women. You only talk about the negatives about women. But I'm just like, well, how can we get better if we don't admit there's a problem?
Because everything else caters to women. Who else is telling women? Who is holding women accountable in any space other than YouTube, other than what we do?
What?
Everything.
Okay, that's wait, so who's holding women accountable? And they're saying that YouTube is holding women accountable? That's a first. Okay, wow. Okay, so the internet is holding women accountable. The internet. But what are the punishments that the internet's going to do to the women? I mean, minus all the the roasting and toasting. I mean, that's not really a punishment. That's just humiliation. But I mean, what severe consequences? I mean, is the internet doing? I mean, that sounds pretty cringe. He says niggas calling Kevin the father they never had because he told them not to broke was Smash Cat Fat Keisha's Dorian. What's going on? Someone said something. Pearly said right about Kevin traveling UK in the spring. Yeah, that Pearly wanted to collab with Kevin if he was still alive and stuff. What do you say? You said I'll be honest, Kevin I dislike not because of what he said, but more so because of his supporters. Yeah, I didn't really care. Well, I didn't really hate him. It's just like I saw the bullshit from a mile away. I saw where the bag was getting collected at, I would just say the shit around him was really kind of annoying. The fanboys, the defense force, all that other shit. But he did do some cringe shit and he just said say cringe shit. I mean, well, it was that video where he asked about how big a dude's dick was. Like, yo, that was cringe. And then the defense force tried to defend it. Like, anything he did was cringe. They had a whole team to defend him. Plans for the Manosphere was to SVE women? I don't know. Manosphere meetup in the UK.
There used to be pandered to, lied to. Derek Jackson, told that, a man who's 25 will get with a 60-year-old. He lie. I'll purposely ask things that I know the truth about, and I want to see if he lies, so I can vet, who this man, his character.
What's a provoking question that you would ask?
And I said, what? How? Because they knew someone who was in the police in Atlanta, and so they didn't tell me that at the time. They just said I had some friends in Atlanta said they've been hearing that as well. Like 2 days before, it was just a lot. It was even now. That's why I couldn't go to his funeral. It just shocked me so bad. I can go to family members' funerals, things like that, but like friends, I have a very difficult time, especially because I saw him changing the world, and I felt like I lost. Like,
God, this girl said that Kevin was changing the world, man. Are you sure? I mean, what did he do? I mean, did the world change? I don't I don't think it changed. I mean, the only thing I've been seeing is more copycats. That's all I've been seeing ever since. I don't know what the change was. The cult of personality stuff is crazy. The Tater Tot Bros are like the sequel to Tater Tot Bros.
A Black leader like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, not to that level, but in terms of helping the Black family in space. He liked the fact that I had more success than he had on YouTube. They believe in it now, but they haven't like really dived into the books, the teachings, and having that charisma, that level of sophistication as well. I have not seen anyone have, where he was a total package in terms of bettering yourself, you know, being straight up honest, the way he presented in his suits, high influence, like, you know, just moving into being a high value man, but also women seeing, you know, what a high value man looks like, especially in our community. You know, like they think wearing a Gucci sweatsuit means you're high end. No, that's not how people with real money actually move in this world. So someone who lived that life could teach that. I don't see anyone else that can do that right now.
Well, and you could tell how much work he did behind the scenes with, I mean, I don't even know this for sure. It just seemed like he did a lot of one-on-ones behind the scenes, because you could just tell the way he would dissect someone. I've sort of noticed it the more I do shows, like you can kind of start to make, there's like the same stories in different people that you start to hear over and over again. And you can.
You said I'd give him one more year and his content would have gotten stale. Yeah, that's, and remember there was rumors about him actually like getting like paying people to show up on shows, right? Because that shit was getting stale at a certain point. I remember like his views were lowering at a certain time, but you need wild personalities, you know, to kind of make that thing pop in Black YouTube. You know how Black YouTube is. I mean, damn, you know, shit can't get stale for a while. That's why you need all these wild personalities like Chaotic Truth and all these other things, right? Didn't Kevin say men need to spend 1,000 on the suit? I do not remember that shit. I do not remember. God, man, this gotta close my damn Discord, man. This shit is annoying as fuck. All right, there we go. Close. God damn. All right, here we go.
You can only get that good by talking to like hundreds of thousands of people
just online. But you know, having a one-on-one connection with not only the YouTubers, but I think the each other, you know, and after the conference, and then the next day we call, I'm like giving out the bag right here, guys.
Before
I just started doing kids content. I had a vision of wanting to do it. It was when kids content first started taking off. They started doing eggs.
Yo, you know what's ironic about this collab here? This happened during when Mike TV was going in on Melanie King. I find that extremely like the timing of this is like, I don't know. It's very coincidental. Because the women were almost paying into this trap, making the exact statements he needed for him to use the usual talking points. I've seen enough panels to know it doesn't work like that, right?
Guys, where these people with this, but I looked it up, and it was an article online about what people were making on YouTube. All of the top YouTubers that year were in the kids space. She was one of them, and she had made $6 million. And so I just did that, and
that is so cool.
Just whew, okay, it's a whole different ballgame. So I don't recommend people going into kids content unless you're going to do it well.
All right. I don't want to hear enough of that, but I just thought that was interesting timing on her part to do that video during and all the stuff. So now, shout out to Don Gordito. I forgot, I'm fucking up your name, Don. Sorry, but he did a little video. I guess he was kind of going at Big J Triple X, saying that most of this is entertainment. So shout out to Don. I don't know if Don found my channel. Oh, what's going on, Reed? Yeah, I was watching Ty stream, but I got the points, but I didn't want to wait because that I would have streamed fucking 2-3 hours later. So I'm like, let me get it. I'm Midwest, but I was East Coast, but I moved to the Midwest. But yeah, shout out to Don. Let's play the clip.
I'm driving to work. And I said, let me just start doing these recorded videos of my rants. Usually I don't curse. I try not to. Well, not much. But I don't know, man. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers are fucking crazy. I don't know if it's just me, if it's like a coping mechanism. I'll be laughing at you motherfuckers because maybe deep inside I'm hurt by what I'm seeing. But yeah, you motherfuckers are full of shit. Yes, you motherfuckers are entertainment to me. A lot of you are fucking entertainment. Because you get on this shit, you say all kind of outlandish shit, and then you expect people not to laugh at it. Big J, let me get on you real quick.
Oh, here we go.
You get up on here and you try to act like you're holier than thou and you want a peaceful community, but dude, you're the main motherfucker that be threatening people. You told OJ last week you want to piss in his face.
Man.
You're gonna piss in his face and beat him with a crowbar across the head.
God, yeah, right.
You got married couples online.
I mean, Big J be going in. It is true, but he be going in though. He be saying some wild shit. But to me, and I know, you know, Big J and Reg may agree that, you know, oh, they want to get out of this black YouTube hole, blah 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 blah. But I think people like Big J are needed for black YouTube. Like, we need a chaotic truth. Like, he is needed. You know, RPR is needed with black YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need these guys. You know, I don't know what black YouTube would be without dudes like those. You know, so yeah, I think they're needed. I agree with Don here.
Streams late at night arguing with each other. You got the one dude saying, "I'm gonna take your picture of you breastfeeding your child and put it on a porn site." Then he's talking about how her pussy don't work. Then you got the chick talking about he's a faggot. He had to get fucked his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, and these are married people, y'all. They're married.
Oh, another thing about black YouTube I've noticed, like, I don't know, there was a week, I forgot what week it was. There was a week where it was like a lot of niggas on black YouTube on nigga panels were saying a lot of gay jokes, and that shit was cringe. Like, luckily I don't have the clips, but there was a week. I don't know. Sometimes black YouTube, you listen to enough panels, some dudes be saying some cringy ass shit. And it's just like, pause. It's like, yo, you gotta chill out. What the fuck? What you said? We don't need Big J Triple X. We already got the Melman. Oh, Mel, right? That guy's on what, Melody's channel? I forgot about that dude. Nah, man, Big J's cool. The download arc, man, that's cringe. We already talked about Timus on the other stream.
What the fuck are you doing on YouTube late at night like that? Arguing with somebody you don't know, and you're married. But if I take it as entertainment, I'm in the wrong. And I'm sorry, this rant's all over the place, but I'm just tired of this bullshit. And then you want to talk about, you know, when these two people went to go fight, how did you feel? The shit was funny.
Oh yeah, to your comment, Dorian. So I'm gonna try other times too. I'm not just gonna be streaming at night and shit. So don't worry for, you know, people that may want streams like kind of in the afternoons or something. It just depends on what I got going on. So yeah, but you niggas don't get used to me streaming at night all the time. So yeah, so don't worry about that. Back to the tape.
You got 240. Styles is like what, in his 50s? Almost to fight over something that I was said on YouTube? Over trash talk? Yes, I'm gonna laugh at you. You can't be an adult and say, you know what? We don't agree, we don't like each other. Hey, let's just leave each other alone. Let me tell y'all something. My son has a YouTube channel. My son is 12 years old. His birthday, we talk to him. Try to hash it out, or he'll say,
all right, so I'm gonna keep on going. But I agree with Don's point. I mean, a lot of in black YouTube, a lot of people just do this stuff publicly. So why can I not just consume the content? And if it makes me laugh, I mean, it's not a crime. It's not a crime. You or he or she put the video up on YouTube and shit. I mean, if you make it available for people to watch on a public platform like YouTube or, you know, Instagram, whatever social media, I mean, who cares? I mean, you know, so. You said dude's not here anymore. Oh, let me see. I'll never forget someone in his face hopefully admitting on panel that they were involved in human trafficking. Wow. What year was that? Was I here? Maybe. I don't remember that shit. That's cringe. All right. Let's see. So yeah, next up. Don Lemon. So Don Lemon got fired from CNN. People are still talking about it this week, so you're gonna probably see way more videos. But this one chick, B. Taylor, had a video saying Don Lemon gets fired over manosphere talking points. I was like, what? So could it be a desperate move to try to, you know, blame the manosphere? As you know, we will be talking about Bernard Riley's stream if he doesn't take that shit down. But yeah, I wanted to see what this chick had to say about this and whether it was a desperate move to link them together or what the hell did he say? I don't even know. But let's just see.
A quick commentary about Don Lemon being fired from CNN. As many of you know, I am a journalist, so this is very impactful in my world. And I just want to read this CNN article and like pull it up and what my theories are about his, recent firing. Now, Don Lemon has been the face of CNN for about 17 years now. A lot of people love how he is at their New Year's party, their New Year's Eve end of the year party, and how they drink. And CNN has been making a lot of changes. Now they have a whole new policy about no one drinking, because things got a little hectic and crazy, but that's what made it fun. That's what made people tune in and watch, because it was just so unpredictable. And a lot of things did pass. A lot of things were said on the news where it was like, what? Is he really saying that?
No more
Oh shit, clip.
No more what? No more pregnant. No more penis from a man that has no money.
What?
Did you say broken? Yeah. Oh, but it's always good.
Wow. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, man.
I'm a bad person today. I'm not selfish. I'm not selfish. I'll give you my last, but I'm very self-centered. Yeah. I'm not going to be as self-centered.
You're going to be less self-centered in 2017.
Yeah, but I don't really do resolutions, and I live my life to the fullest. I don't care what people think about me. I do what I want because it's my life. You know what I'm saying? Don't put me in a box.
You are still totally flirting with this tattoo thing, aren't you?
I am.
So yeah, Don Lemon was terminated on.
Oh yeah, that was extremely cringe. God damn. Yeah, this is why I don't keep up with all this shit. I mean, I just collect this stuff because it's funny to laugh at. But man, okay. And I think is he straight or is he Skittles or what? I forgot. Man. All right, let's keep going.
Monday, and this just goes to show that no job is loyal to you. No corporation is loyal to you. You are somebody to be replaced no matter how big you get in a company. If it's not your company, you can be replaced. I remember a long time ago, I was told by my mentor that that family is so much more important than a job. So CNN published this article, and this came after allegations. His firing came after allegations that he mistreated his female coworkers over his career. And earlier this year, he faced backlash about his comments that he made on air when he talked about a woman not being in her prime at 51 years old. I'm going to get into that, but I just want to read this comment that Don Lemon said. I am stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly. But CNN, rebutted back and said, no, we gave him, that's inaccurate. And that the network offered a chance to meet with management, have a chance to meet with him with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter. So there's a lot of egos being, I'm pretty sure his ego is very hurt, especially being so dedicated to a job for that long, only to be let go in the manner that he describes it to be, right? But I want to get into his manosphere talking point.
All right, here we go.
And how they're trying to spin this and call him a sexist. Many people associate CNN as liberal, right? They're like, oh, that's a liberal station. No, they just have people on with more progressive thoughts. Okay. So he came under fire first in February during a segment on CNN This Morning, in which he remarked that Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley, who's 51, was no longer in her quote unquote prime.
People, politicians or something are not in their prime. Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry. When a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s.
What are you talking? Wait,
that's not according to me.
Prime for what?
It depends. I mean, it's just like prime. If you look it up, if you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s. I don't necessarily.
40s. Oh, I got another.
I'm not saying
decade.
I agree with that. So I think she has to be careful about saying that politicians aren't in their prime.
You need to qualify. Are you talking about prime for like childbearing, or are you talking about prime for being president?
What the facts are. Google it. Everybody at home. When is a woman in her prime? It says 20s, 30s, and 40s. And I'm just saying Nikki Haley should be careful.
Man, it is kind of it is out of place. It says politician over 75 need mental. Comments. Okay. That's why they're talking about it. Yeah, but I mean, is that manosphere talking points, or is that just like common sense that someone who's like 50, 60 as a chick. I mean, they are past their prime. It's true though. I mean, their peak would be like, yeah, their 20s and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's not really a manosphere talking point. That should just be like science, all right?
Careful about saying that politicians are not in their prime and they need to be in their prime when they serve people.
That comment was made while discussing suggestions by Haley that candidates over the age of 75 should be subject to mental competency exams. Lennon, why I want to call him Lennon, it's Lemon.
Come on, Brock.
Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry, Lemon said. When a woman is
political BS network nonsense, this shit really doesn't matter, right? And I'm sure he'll find another place to work. But yeah, this thing's not going to get talked about after a couple of days.
In her 20s, 30s, maybe her 40s. When pushed by coworker Poppy Harlow, Lemon told her to not shoot the messenger. Now, who is this messenger? And who is this messenger that, Oh, wow. And I actually want to look that up. A woman's prime. Let's see what comes up on Google, because a lot of these manosphere talking points says that, actually, in some, I think this is episodes, news, events, most Americans agree that a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s, 30s, and maybe 40s. However, differences exist by gender age. Men, 72% are more likely than women, 62%, to say that they agree that women are in their prime from their 20s to 40s. Now, the manosphere talking points have told us, women, that our prime, I'm pretty sure if 18 was not illegal, under 18, they would probably say from like 15 to 25 is a woman's prime with some of these manosphere talking points.
Oh man, god damn it. So I think I remember where this comes from. This comes from you guys remember man, who's that dude with the glasses, bald head nigga, another old nigga? Yes, thank you, yeah. When we had that reset of panels about age and what's legal, what's not. Very cringe. I remember BGS and Edward Anderson, those niggas in his camp were making some odd statements on public platforms that's now probably in the vaults and modems of YouTube. So you guys who haven't seen it, could probably look it up yourselves, but definitely don't want to go see that again or listen to that shit again. Even Ringo TV, I believe, has said some cringe shit about age and whatever. Yeah, just gonna get out of there. But Ringo, I don't think claims he's manosphere. I think he had a post saying he's not, and of course, BTS's camp, of course you are. So cringe, definitely agree.
But you don't want to sound like you don't want to sound like anything inappropriate. So you say 18 to 27, or when a woman is getting close to her 30s, she is no longer in her prime, which is really not the case, but that's what they want to say. And it depends what the definition of prime is. Prime in her career, prime of motherhood, prime of her beauty, prime of what?
Come on. Prime in career. Y'all know what they're talking about. She said prime in what? Clearly it's in biology. Career. No one said career. That's funny.
So I think that he bought these talking points, these manosphere talking points, and it was catching up to him, and it was deemed as inappropriate, and they had to take action. And I think that some reporters, what I find, and some personalities, is that sometimes they get too comfortable. Okay. And security,
Black people, hang on, please. I cannot keep a thought if you guys are talking to me in my ear. So hang on 1 second. So to say that black people, say what you said again.
Black people secured their freedoms after the Civil War. It is a historical fact, Don. Just study it. Only after their Second Amendment rights were secured.
They were not secured their freedoms after the Civil War. That is not, you are discounting Reconstruction. You're discounting a whole host of things that happened after the Civil War when it comes to African Americans, including the whole reason that the Civil Rights Movement happened is because black people did not secure their freedoms after the Civil War, and that things turned around. People tried to change the freedoms that were supposed to
happen. And you know how they got it? They got their Second Amendment rights, and they actually got the NRA played a big role in it.
I live the skin I live in every day.
Here's where you and I have
the freedoms that black and white that black people don't have in this country, and that black people do have.
Well, here's where you and I have a different point of view. I think we should be able to express our conversation. Thank you.
The conversation.
Thank you.
Fired. Because.
All right. Okay. Hey, I do it for y'all. We just couldn't remember. So that's how I can manage it.
It's us. I was eager.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. All right, next clip. Let's see here. But yeah, like you said, Dorian, I think he'll find a job and he'll be all right, and I think he'll be a-okay. All right, let's see here. What else we have on the docket? On the docket here. Oh man, we gotta talk about this. All right. Let's see. Well, no. Well, actually, before we get to that, let's have a little funny clip here. Now, once again, Sean James, don't blame me. You do this on the internet. I'm a fan, but don't blame me. Okay. Okay, please don't blame me for this. You did this on a public video, okay? And when I saw it, I was like, sorry, gotta clip it. I'm sorry, okay? I don't know why, Sean. I don't know why you do this. I really don't. I don't know why you do this. I guess he's trying to be funny. Humor, whatever. But I just wanted, this is kind of one of the funny clips of the show. Well, funny clip of the week. How about that? Funny clip of the week. And oh, Shatira, how you doing? And yeah, just enjoy the clip. Here you go.
Baby, you got what I need, but I'm trying to be your friend. I'm trying to be your friend, and I don't know why I ain't get no draws. Maybe it's just cause I'm a friend. It's just cause I'm a friend.
Coming to.
All right. So it's just like, I support his commentary on media and stuff, but when he does this shit, it makes me cringe, man. It just makes me cringe. I don't know why. You know what? I want to kind of see if I could listen to this in slow motion. Let me see if I can slow the speed up. Here we go. Let's see how this sounds. Sorry, Sean. Once again, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Okay, too slow. Let me see. I ain't shit.
But I'm trying to be your friend. I'm trying to be your friend, and I don't know why.
Man, I ain't shit.
I ain't get no draws.
I ain't shit. I'm sorry, Sean.
Maybe it's just cause I'm a friend. It's just cause I'm a friend.
All right, that's enough. Golly, man. Shout out to Sean. Damn, that was just, man, that was worse than slow mo. But hey, I couldn't help myself. So, Sean, well, gotta talk about these old niggas. All right. So, next up on the docket, here we go. Be sure to like the video. Don't forget to like it and share it, please.
I'm sorry,
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
All right, so just to start off on the next up on the docket is about these old niggas. So the Melanie King, keep in mind once again, I'm only putting this on the stream because there's always funny shit on these channels. So keep that in mind. I'm not watching these channels just to be listening to them. I mean, sometimes, niggas get on these channels and say funny shit. So you're gonna see one of these old niggas that be on like every female channel chat, modded up, or he'll get on the live and stuff. You guys already know who I'm talking about. So just enjoy the clip.
And you will be penalized for something that is out of your control. So it's not just black and white. It's not black and white. It's not easy the way people think it is. Besides that, there's, an epidemic on the rise of.
You know what? Okay. Questionnaire. Riddle me this. Okay. So she's doing this monologue about sexual marriage, shame, health, self-hate, heartbreak, and blame. You see how like it's almost like she's trying to say SBE in her title, but she's trying to not do it. But guess who the first guy who pops up on this panel is? He's one of these old niggas that you see in chats on Black YouTube. But Just take a guess. You may know, but yeah, let's just go ahead and play the clip.
Men are sexless in general, single or married. There's a lot of studies that have come out. I'm actually going to do some reactions to this, to the data that's come out, to the stories that have come out, where more and more sexless, more and more men are sexless. As we know, it's easy for ladies to get sex if you're single and just you want to go out there,
or if
men
you're
will
married.
pipe you down all day. It's difficult for us to get relationship. Men choose relationships, okay? But men don't get to choose sex unless you're in the top 1%, and even then, there's no guarantee.
Oh my God!
And
yes,
so we want to.
Eugene is right. Damn.
These are the issues that no one wants to really dive into and really get to the heart of the matter. So, with that said, again, the call-in link is at the top. All right. Dr. Steele, what do you have?
This nigga didn't waste any time at all to rise to the panel, to rise on stage. I don't know what is up with this guy. Doctor, he's a doctor. Okay, fine, that's cool. Why? And you know what? I should have got the clip from Keenan and Kel. Why? Like, that's like when I saw this shit, I was like, yo, why are you keep doing this, Eugene? And you know, I see him in chats. I talk my shit, but then he'll ignore me. I guess he thinks I'm trolling, but whatever. I be talking shit to him, like, yo, Eugene, why? Like, just stay in the chat, please. Like, or if you're gonna get on the panel, at least calm down. Why, dude? Why do you do this? Why? There has to be a reason, man. Something's not. I don't know if he has friends on the internet or whatever. So, or friends in real life. Someone needs to tell him, yo, stop going on these panels, man. Stop, man. I don't know. It's like he's in every female channel probably out there on Black YouTube. I don't know what is going on with him. I don't know. There's something up with him. Maybe he's looking for advice. Fine, but I don't know. You're gonna rely on Black YouTube for advice? Oh, Black Wizard. That guy, he be in the breakdowns chat. Well, we're cooning. So anytime that guy gets on a panel, I don't have anything against him, but when that guy gets on a panel, that dude sounds like he's about to cry or some shit. Like he about to like tear up. I don't know. I ain't shit. I used to call him like I used to talk shit to chat like, yo, this dude about to cry. I don't know. Maybe it's just his voice. I don't know. But on to the tape.
That for me.
Well, I wanted to make this comment before I've asked you two questions.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that if you're in a marriage, this is where your drive is supposed to be the highest. Your sex drive is supposed to be the highest.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, and I made a comment earlier about people communicating with each other, about what turns them on and things of that nature. And so I believe sex is important in a marriage, especially when you want to expand your family tree. But I want to ask you, what about in a premarital relationship? How important do you think sex is in that stage?
This thing, I can't stand this shit. I can't stand it. Oh, can't stand this shit. Why would you? Oh, man. Okay, he's asking about before the marriage. How important is smashing? Oh, man. Just cringe, man. Just cringe, man.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I can't stand this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Please, old niggas, assemble. Please get your bro, man. Help this guy out. Please, dude. Like, man. And even if he was in the chat, okay, fine, whatever. But the fact that you were the first in line, like if it was like some like maybe like 20-year-old or something, young dude, whatever, young blood, whatever, or like a dude in his teens, okay, I wouldn't even care that much, right? A young guy, whatever. But Dr. Steele has to be at least 60 years old, dude. He has to be at least 60. Like, bro, please, man. Like, I don't like. It's like I don't like. Oh, I don't want to clown old niggas, but when I see this type of shit, like it's hard to resist, man. It's just like it's hard to resist. Like it's hard, dude. God, man, it's just shit cringe.
I think it's important. I think sexual compatibility. I think a lot of us just think, well, we know like sex is just sex. You know, we haven't really been educated about sex, really. We just kind of perform it, or people look at porn and that's what they know. But sex is layered, and intimacy, in my opinion, as an adult, it's a basic human need. Sexual release, the energy from it. So I believe being sexually compatible is paramount. And this is coming from someone who dealt with this. Because it leads to, it's not just sex, but it's being desired. And when you choose to be in a hopefully lifelong commitment, again, you guys, if you heard earlier, my views on paperwork marriage licenses in the United States, I would never do that again. I don't agree with that. And I do not believe having paperwork, a license, marriage license here in the US is the only way to be married. So let me just make that clear. You don't need a wedding. You don't need any of that. You can create a civil union, domestic partnership.
All right. So here's my thing, right? If I'm 60, right, and I'm single, chilling, nigga, I'm done. I just would have done the old nigga bachelor shit, you know, hooking up with chicks at the bingo night and shit, you know, rubbing these old cougars' feet and shit, you know, picnics and shit, you know. Especially if I have like one of those penguin walking sticks and shit, hell yeah. I would have had him if I had my walking stick and shit, like, hey, what's up at the park and shit, hell yeah, would have done that shit. You know, the bingo night joint, you know, go to get some biscuits and shit, you know, or if I'm at the retirement home, shit, you know, do mode 1 in that bitch, and I would have kept it moving, right? But or like Roy, the Leonard old nigga, I would have done that shit. But yo, at 60, you should not be coming online, jumping up on these woman talk shows and shit, asking about sex advice, marriage advice. Nigga, you done. Sorry. You done. Like, throw in the towel. Just chill. Like, just flirt with some cougars, you know, some MILFs and shit. Whatever. Have fun. I mean, that's just me. I would have been done. I would have been done. Or just talk some shit in the chat. Just be an old nigga talking shit in the chat. Like, but this guy, I think this dude's serious. Like, he's looking for something. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yo, like, I would have been done. That's just me. Okay. What's Big J says he's in his 40s. I am declared done. Hey man, I'm almost Big J, ain't gonna lie. That was my mindset. Like, yo, if I'm single and I'm 40, nigga, I'm done. Like, that was my mindset. I'm just kind of like you, Big J. I ain't gonna lie. Like that shit sounds tiring as fuck, just to be going through the hoops and shit of the dating market. Especially a millennial generation. Our shit's all typed of fucked up. But to be out here like Dr. Steele over here, it's like, yo, this remind me of like who is it? Nerdine, that nigga. Yeah. The old magical school bus driver nigga that did his little pineapple debut and shit. Dude, I can't stand that dude. Every time I see him in a chat, like, yo, get out of here. Too old, dude. What are you doing, man?
A coupling with contracts that kind of make it proactive versus reactive, but that's a whole nother subject. But sexual compatibility is paramount. Like, if you don't have that, that's a huge part of intimacy and happiness. And without it, you feel, and especially one partner wants it and the other one doesn't, barring age and medical issues, guys. But one person doesn't desire. Now, did you guys live together or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
And you guys saw each other regularly? Was it long distance?
Yeah, regularly.
So it wasn't long distance.
Right. It wasn't long distance at all.
Okay. So what made you,
Melanie King? 40s probably. I'm just taking a guess, Joe. I have no idea. I'm guessing 40s though.
Did you desire to have sex with her? Like, did you express that? Did you try, or were you just kind of like you didn't really have the drive for it, you just looking for more companionship?
Well, basically, it's like a companionship. Even though I did have desires, it's just that she didn't want me into her for some reason. I didn't know why.
I would say just off the bat, she did not have sexual attraction to you. Now, there's some people who are very religious. Was she very religious? So I would say, you know, was it really a relationship and more just like it was more of a friendship if you want to think about it, because without that sexual component, that's not an actual intimate relationship. How long ago was it?
Oh, that was years ago. Yeah, years ago. I forgot how many years, but that was like, God.
All right. But I just, you know, I just hope not to see this guy again. But I know he's gonna be in Black YouTube asking for advice from random broads on the internet and shit. But whatever. Do your thing, Eugene. OG. Ah, God. Just, you know what? Yeah. This is kind of weird calling him OG. It's all right. It's okay. I have nothing against Nerdine. It's just when he did that pineapple show shit, I was like, bruh. It's just like nah, like nah. That shit was cringe. All right. Be sure to like the video and we continue on the docket. So I just wanted to cover that. Yeah, he's still around. He just be hiding because, you know, anytime I see him, like, yo, Nerdine, like, go back in the clouds, please. All right, let's see. What else do we have on the docket? Let's see here. Oh, let me see. Oh, and we are approaching the 1 hour mark. If you are interested in joining the Pana, go ahead and you can just join. Just join and do a little verification. If I already know you, then I know you. Then, but I still got more to cover. So if you want to join, you can. But I still got stuff to cover. So feel free to join the Pana. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. So found another channel. Like I said, I've been looking around in Black YouTube, and I've been finding a lot of interesting things. Found a channel called Jay the Informat. The filth of the manosphere continue to attack on the Black community with Coon Babble. And I saw Coon in the title, and I was like, man, I mean, this is like, I mean, this video is like meant for me to see and shit, you know?
We all enjoy the 70s, the clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now.
All right, so I'm gonna check this out and see what it's about. Here we go.
You know why?
Hey, shut the hell up, you black son bitch. What's wrong with y'all? Thank God for the white man's infinite mercy, Martin Luther King. Because if it was up to me, I'd unleash the hound and turn y'all niggas into puppet child. I was happy at the back of the bus.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Informant Podcast, and I'm your host, Jay the Informant, back with another video. And I really want to get in tune with this video because I think it actually covers some of the stuff that I find weird and suspect in the manosphere. Now, what you guys just saw in that video right there was Angry Man demeaning his audience. Once again, this is what this guy does on his channel. He demeans his audience. He's talked down to them. He berates them.
Oh, let me go back just to get a reference. Here we go. We start from the back.
It's 868 people in here. I got 19 CashApp supporters. You don't hold no weight. This is why no one listens to you.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Brothers and sisters.
That was
to
great.
talk to his black audience like they're idiots. He's going to continue to talk down on the black community because they're rewarding him for this nonsense that he spits out. If we look at the theory of rewarding bad behavior, you'll see that rewarding someone for the nonsense and BS that they keep spewing out only keeps that person continuing on the same pathway of repeating the same nonsense that they have already been on, right? Now, some would argue that it's Angry Man himself who should change up his rhetoric. But like I said before, if you're rewarding this guy for all the nonsense and BS that he's saying on his platform, then you are responsible for the nonsense and BS that he's saying because he doesn't feel that he has to change his rhetoric because as he continues on and on and on talking down on the black community, he's going to continue to get support from the black community, the same community that he's talking down on. Now, some of you guys might be wondering who Mr. Vasquez is, aka Angry Man. Now, he's part of the manosphere, and everybody, like myself, thought the manosphere was somewhere that people can go and be more politically minded, more educated in finance, more minded of the world around them, and continue to grow as a person. But it turns out that the manosphere
What's going on?
is dissolving itself, and the characters that's leading it, like the OG Mr. Angry Man, they're dissolving this whole space until a into the Wild Wild West where you can get away with anything. You can say any ridiculous thing that you want to say. You can attack who you want, and you can continue on your.
Man, this guy actually going in. God damn. So just for also to add to this, right? Shout out to Citizen Lou. He actually caught this on TLA's community tab. So apparently TLA is going to be on the Vlad TV, which is like, okay, good for him. And that's interesting. That could be why Oshay is trying to avoid the Black Manosphere label to get on Vlad and stuff like that. I did make a joke saying that Oshay is trying to get his Vlad interview, maybe, just like TLA is about to, right? So in the comment section, right, apparently the angry man commented this. I'm just going to read it out. Yeah, Vlad TV. That's what apparently that's what's going to happen. Shout out to my my resources who gave me that information. But so it reads this. It says YouTube, and this is what Angry Man said on the chat. He said, YouTube can be overwhelming at times, especially if you're performing at a high level. He's like, we all feel that way at times. Keep pushing through. Everyone would do this if everyone could, but everyone can't. Keep doing your thing, right? And of course, TLA saw the comment, right? Now, this is, I call Angry Man is the perfect, I'll say second form cell of Black YouTube, right? And you normal niggas may not know, but anime niggas know who Cell is, right? So Cell is like this creature that absorbs people and shit, and that's how fucking Angry Man is. Angry Man wants to absorb niggas, right? Take their skills, assets, their abilities, and then spit them out, right? This is what Angry Man does. He did this shit to DJ Kuda, right? He's gonna do it to other people, right? And the thing that makes it even like more annoying and like kind of like annoying is that this guy is not even done absorbing lapeef network and the Fight Club, right? Because if you notice, he's starting to do those formats, nigga panels. Nothing new about nigga panels, right? They're pretty universal, but he's starting to do those too, right? He's starting to copy that format, right? And now he's not even done yet, but he's like lurking for the next prey, which is, I guess, is going to be TLA, right? He's looking to probably do some collabs with them and blah, 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 of course, right? And it's so obvious, right? It's so obvious, right? Because I'll tell you, right? This comment that he put on TLA's community tab, right? This is what small YouTubers are supposed to do to kind of say who they are on bigger YouTubers like comment section, community tabs. This is what a smaller YouTuber would do, right? But the fact that Angry Man's doing this at 300, almost 400K, or no, 400 something subscribers, right? I mean, it's just kind of cringe to see this, right? But TLA probably don't know, what Angry Man's all about, so he's just gonna fall into that trap. And hopefully, gonna fucking sell his ass. Or Shang Tsung, your soul is mine. Shout out to Lyric. But it's just cringe. But let's go back to the video, man.
Your day as nothing happened. As we see with the Angry Man, he comes in week after week with his anti-Black rhetoric that he throws out on his channel. Now, if you look at his channel, like I said before in the previous video, he has a retention rate of less than 5%, which means less than 5% of his subscribers are actually coming and watching his content.
Here we go.
And I believe that's for a reason, because he just pushes out the same rhetoric, whether he's talking about women, he's talking about the Black community, or he's talking down on some other group. But it's mainly those two other groups I just mentioned, which is women and Black people, he talks down on. But yet his audience is still rewarding him. And it's becoming the Wild Wild West of the manosphere. And I think the manosphere is actually devaluating itself by having characters like Mr. Vasquez, aka Angry Man, in it, because they bring no value to the space. Now, Angry Man will sometimes say that he's just holding the Black community.
Dude going in though.
Holding women responsible. But I would actually argue that that's a bunch of nonsense. That's actually a cover that he puts in front of himself to cover himself for criticism. He doesn't actually hold anybody accountable. He just talks down to people like we used to watch with Jerry Springer, the Maury Show. This is what he brought onto the online platform. A bunch of nonsense, a bunch of talking down, and no progression on his channel. He's not helping people progress in life. He's not helping man. His consulting gig, I believe, is a joke. This guy just wants to talk down on people.
Okay, Larry, I didn't know you were a hello nerd nigga. That's what's up.
But as I said before,
I didn't know
don't see any
that.
value
Damn, Larry.
in his channel.
Finally.
And I can't understand why a
Well,
lot of
about
people are
time.
tuning
Shit.
into his stuff, because I want to see how they have gained any knowledge and use that knowledge.
That's a good point. I mean, are there like Angry Man tutorials or testimonials like Angry Man saved my life or some shit? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there is, but I haven't heard the shit. I haven't heard a video or anything about it. And that's not just him, it's just all these other niggas too. Like, where's the testimonials? Oh, well, Oshay saved my life, blah, blah, blah. Or BGS saved my life. And now I read the Monahan report every day or some bullshit. I don't know. I have no idea. Right. But the guy going in though.
To better value themselves, because these are the so-called high-value men in the community. And every time I see Angry Man gets online, he's crying like a woman, he's bitching like a bird, he's always having a little hissy fit, he's always making demands, and he's always disrespecting the community he's supposed to be supporting. And I know that community financially supports him online. Now, he will try to package all this nonsense, but like I said before, he can try to package it all any way he wants to. It's not going past me. I can see right past the BS that he's throwing out. I want you guys to watch another clip of the Angry Man.
Oh, he got
goes
another
in on
clip.
his audience for not supporting him financially. He also starts talking about the mind of the Negro, justifying racist nonsense, calling black folks economically ignorant, and calling black folks dumb because they don't support him enough. Now let's get into that clip. Now, before I get into that clip, I also want to note that I left the links in the description for any of the hacks in my audience that want to say I'm taking him out of context. No, this is what this guy genuinely believes. Now let's get into that clip.
It's just like when oftentimes I'm doing shows or whatever, putting out content, and it never fails. Anytime I go live, I'm able to accumulate a large number of people watching, right? Okay. So
which is good.
The moment I say, yo, it don't really make no sense that we're not able to get a certain amount of contributors, contribute to the show, man. Time is money. You know, I'm putting out content. Content is valuable and time is money. And then you'll have niggas come in and be like, well, why do we gotta donate? And it's like, well, why the fuck are you watching my shit?
Okay. See, so let's compare, right? Let's compare. Let's compare what Angry Man does to what Team Fatty does, right? Because Team Fatty, man, that dude's channel, people be donating this without saying much of anything. He might say, you know, you can support your show, you can donate, whatever. Here's a CashApp, blah. But he's not. The one thing that he doesn't do, right? He's not gonna like start, roasting his chat, begging them for cash apps, complaining about not getting support, whatever. And that's the main thing, right? If you start complaining and bitching, right? I mean, niggas are not gonna support you, bro. You start e-begging super hard and shit. I mean, that shit, I'm definitely, as a viewer, I'm not gonna maybe not want to donate to you if you keep complaining and shit, right? But Angry Man has a history of doing this. And I don't know why no one has told him this. The fault is of the manosphere. Why not? I don't know, BGS and Oshay. And you guys don't advise each other? I mean, god damn, someone advise your boy. God damn. Like, how about Gibson Cure, the old lady web ball chick? I mean, she hasn't given advice to her boy? I don't know. Weird. But I mean, I thought this should be like common sense, as just common sense, right? If you want donations, right? Nothing wrong with that. But just the e-begging complaining part's like, well, you're basically like decreasing your donations. Back to the tape.
Why are you even watching my shit? See, this is the mind of the Negro. This is why when you hear racist William Cartwrights and stuff talking about the mind of the Negro, you can't even call them, at this point, can you even really call them racist? Are they being racist? Or are they just being accurate?
Wow. Okay.
When they say that you're stupid, when they say that you don't give a damn about your own people, when they say that you're killing each other left and right, when they say that you don't know how to function economically, are they being racist or are they just telling the truth? It's 400 people in here. I've had one person hit the cash app. Out of 400 fucking people.
Oh.
I've been doing this shit for 8 years. And there has never been a stream where I didn't have to say, support the fucking show. Explain that shit to me. Make that shit make sense.
Now, as you guys saw in those 2 videos I played for you, that this guy has a tendency to talk down to his audience while at the same time demanding donations from that same audience.
Right.
No wonder his audience has a retention rate of 5%, but you want to know what's even lower than that.
Oh, and another thing too is, right, if you keep roasting your audience to donate, right? I mean, imagine like the people that will stick with you, right? I mean, imagine having to roast your audience every day, every week, every month. Hey, donate. That sounds like tiring, bro. I don't know. Larry says, I wish YouTube went away for a year so he can go back to the Dairy Queen flipping burgers where he belonged. God damn. Dairy Queen don't even have good burgers, Larry. That's fucked up. Poor Angry Man, he needs YouTube to work for him. Yeah, right. See, and that's the thing. When I said that before, like, yo, using YouTube as a career choice is so risky, dude. Like, it's like risky as shit. There's no insurance. There's no 401. There's no benefits. There's nothing. No retirement plan. Nothing. You just, I mean, it is very risky to rely on this shit. I would never do that. I mean, maybe if you're like the level of PewDiePie, you can maybe take a little, or Mr. Beast, yeah, you can take a little risk with that. But good luck for that. You know, good luck with that. You know,
that 5% of his retention rate, the IQ level of his audience members themselves. Now, as one of our online scholars of common sense says all the time, the world is correct. And as you can see from this low IQ audience that supports Angry Man, the world is correct. Now, as I come to a conclusion on this video, I'm about to drop for you guys one more clip of Angry Man.
Another clip?
Hear him talk about why Obama did not help the Black community because the Black community kept letting him down. Now, I want to mind you guys that Obama helped a lot of communities, and the Black community was just one of them. But Angry Man continues to go in on the Black community.
RPR wouldn't like that.
Does, not being held accountable by his audience. And I want to say this: his audience is a bunch of cowards who allow this guy to come on his platform, and they continue to support him, even though they know the rhetoric that he pushes out is a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of BS. And I wouldn't let this guy watch my pet turtle. And I don't even have a pet turtle, but he can't watch him.
Okay. Niggas remain in the state that you remain in because you don't understand how the world works.
Okay.
That's why Barack Obama didn't do shit for you.
Wow.
You didn't offer him shit. What did you offer him? What did you fucking offer him? Huh? What did you offer him? You didn't offer him nothing. This is what you niggas do. You don't offer him nothing but a fucking dream. Fucking lying. Just like right now.
Yeah, here we go.
Just like right now. I've had 1 or 2 more people hit the Cash App. But if I don't constantly keep saying hit the Cash App, ain't nobody gonna hit the Cash App. If I don't constantly keep...
See, that's a bad audience, though. I mean, that's a bad audience. Right? Like, beg and complain. Like, why would I have to do that? Why would I have to constantly complain? Hey, cash at me. God damn. Like, that sounds annoying as hell to listen to every week. That's just me. Larry says somebody sent RBR this clip. Well, remember, Larry, it took almost 4 or 5 months for RBR to learn how to do shorts. So I don't know if he'd be able to open the link and shit. You know, well, shout out to RBR. Yo, the goal for this year is to get RBR on a panel, man. That's the goal. But we can do it, you know. We can do it. That's one of the goals for the year. Still got some remaining goals left. Let's see. All right, next on the docket. Let's see what do we have here. Let's see. Oh God. Yeah, we got to cover that. All right. Oh, and like I said, if you want to say your thoughts, you know, the link is in the description for the panel. The panel. All right, here we go. So next up, Black Ram. Now, for y'all that don't know, I swear, I think I almost interviewed Black Ram back before my time skip. Yeah, because I did a time skip. I think I was in contact with him and I was about to interview him, but we couldn't get the schedule right. once again, just a critique. He had this stream, man. He had this stream called "She Will Always Leave You" episode 1. Just like, yeah. Ah, man. Like, this is the thing I'm talking about with that I think Ike was talking about a demagogue, I think that was the word. Like people that are like monetizing people's pain and stuff like that. I mean, what a way to like what a great example. It's just like, and I think that was one of the things I kind of cringe to a lot about. It's not just the manosphere, but it's Black YouTube. It's just like doom and gloom, like this doom trauma shit that a lot of people be doing, right? And I'm not even gonna watch all that shit. 3 hours of just saying she will always leave you. Like, nigga, like, yo, on the same side, it could be on the other side of the Black YouTube. Oh, he will always leave you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but these type of things will attract a lot of people, right? This type of content will attract a lot of people, right? It's just like, yo, man, cringe. And I can just imagine the chat box in that stream, just like with the trauma bonding and all this bullshit. It's like, yo, like that. This is a trauma bond trap, basically. This is what that is. That's basically what it is. This type of content. It's just like, he's not the only one that does it. It's tons of people on YouTube and that do it. He's not the only one, but this type of shit. This is that trauma bonding, content. Let's gather you guys up and shit. Donate to me. Doom, gloom, and all that shit. I mean, it's just cringe, man. I mean, I just wonder who in that chat was there trauma bonding and holding hands and shit. But he did have a good video, which is kind of gross. This is kind of gross, but this one was titled "Look at Her Own Vanity," what her own vanity caused. All right, here we go. This shit was gross. It looked like this girl did like some laser surgery or something, or facial surgery, and it didn't go good at all.
It's devastating, right? I want to inform everyone about the risk of a BBL broadband laser facial. I recently went in to see my esthetician and was told that this would be perfect for my skin. No risk, no scarring, no downtime, just a little bit of swelling. Unfortunately, after my service, I went into shock, had to be sent to the ER, and now have first and second-degree burns.
Man.
This service is not for melanated skin, not for pigmented skin, and at this point, shouldn't even be offered to people with brown skin. Once again, please, people, look at the risk. Don't allow them to tell you it's for our skin, or that it won't leave scarring, or that it's going to be okay. I had to go to the emergency room, and my body went into shock.
Now I'm just curious, like, what was her face before this shit? Like, she just fucking nuked her face. Like, she said, what was it? A BBL facial broadband laser surgery? Like, I mean, is that to smooth your face, or why is this needed? I don't know. Like, what happened to just like, washing your face and, facial cleansers and stuff? I don't know.
I could die on the table over a facial. I'm traumatized about this whole situation.
Like, she has to wake up and looking like that.
And I pray that this gets out there to someone out there, that they check the, Google it, look up the risk, get a second opinion, do a test patch if you have to, but be aware that this is not for our skin.
Oh, man.
Yep. That's the facial I got.
Whew.
What is this, day 5, 4?
Okay, maybe it'll look better in year 5. I don't know.
You know what it is, Black Ram 313. Man, this is just a result of just pure vanity, man. I mean, what's wrong with the way the Most High made you? Pure vanity here. It's amazing how individuals can't just accept. And I understand beautifying yourself and making yourself look more pleasing, but there should be a limit to that. And how many stories do you have like this? It's disheartening. Now this person's face is probably forever changed, and not in a good way. Man, oh man. I mean, what's it going to take? I'm like, why do you need to make yourself or put yourself through such a thing? Vanity is a powerful thing, man, powerful thing. And there are many of us, many of those who cannot accept ourselves for what and who we are. And this goes back to one issue, which I'm thankful that I don't have to deal with as much as maybe others, and maybe you too. But I'm not overly concerned with the thoughts, attitudes, and opinions that others have of me. Now, don't get me wrong, balding, that's just something that you just have to accept that comes with age. Now, you know, I can understand somebody wanting to do a little something to their hair.
You didn't have to show us your bald head, but I get the point. But shout out to Black Midget. But yeah, that shit was ugly to see. So, but goddamn. But it is true, like, you know, a lot of people, men and women alike, doing insane surgeries that are not fucking needed. You know, you could just take a walk and lose some damn weight. That was weird. All right, next up on the docket. Let's see here. Let me see. Oh yeah, definitely gotta cover that. Okay, so shout out to John. Looks like John clipped Reg just doing something. I don't know what it says. It says in 2023, empty beer cans go in the trash, never to be thought of again. Let's see what he's talking about here. He done clipped Reg again. Let's see. All right.
Want to tell me what I do with my empty cans?
With your empty cans?
A beer and stuff.
Okay, I mean,
What do you think I do with them? There's only one thing I can do with them.
You know, okay.
There's only one thing I can do with them. Put them in the plastic bag in the backyard or whatever, and then I take them to the recycling.
Right.
Get some money for them.
You know, they get money for it in Cali. You know, because I know in New York we did.
Yeah, so that's what I do. Oh, you think I'm going to throw out in the trash and let them bums get all that? Fuck you. Fuck them.
No, because we'll say it's like, what is it, like 10 cents, 5 cents or something?
Something like that. You gotta get a lot of them, man. So I don't know how them dudes be doing.
Okay, so that was a clip. You know, shout out to John. John always be clipping. Shout out to John. All right, moving right along. Oh yeah, so let's talk about Tyrese over here with the court shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna got a little clip from TMZ over here. I know everyone in Black YouTube's talking about this shit. He makes me think of Mr. Brown. I don't know who that is. Okay, let's play that.
And we also we're hoping to accomplish shedding light on Samantha Gibson making well over $100,000 a year outside of what I make per year, and the necessary needs of the actual child are beyond met.
No, I understand. And you're
Oh,
aware
okay.
that if you pay these amounts and then the Court of Appeals reverses it, you don't get your money back.
I am well aware of it.
All right. Do you want the court to consider you paying it into a bond so that in the event, whatever the court rules, no one's prejudiced?
I would want to know more about what this means as far as a bond, but if I could position myself to show any intentionality to do that, if that's the final outcome, then I'll take care of it. But doing something that is beyond the scope of the law, it feels like punishment. It feels like it's just unnecessary. And if the roles were reversed, I just really feel like I wouldn't be sitting here.
Damn. So he says he must pay how much? He must pay $636K for child support and the ex's lawyer. Now, like I said, Black YouTube's gonna have a field day with this shit, as they already are. Especially when a celebrity takes a L, niggas jump on that shit like it's fresh food and eat that nigga alive or that chick alive. I don't even know what the other side's saying, the bald eagles and shit. I don't even know. I'm sure they're going in. I know niggas clowning him too. My one thing about this, right? I know niggas are doing their anti-marriage content right now. I know this is gonna be one of those things like, yeah, this is why we don't we marry these broads. I get it. I just hope. Okay, another example, right? Okay, Donovan Sharp, right? Donovan Sharp, he gardens and shit, right? Like we covered on another stream. He's married to that weird looking white chick, right? Like, I hope there's not niggas on this Black YouTube thing that you're like, you know what? Donovan done married this white chick. You know what? I need to marry my white chick. I need to find a white chick and marry too. Like, I hope there's not dudes out here like trying to like make their life decisions on these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that's not the case. Like, I hope, but oh wow, that's a good name. Garden Sharp. Yeah, all right. The gardener. I hope niggas ain't doing that shit. Yeah, most definitely. But then I have to remember niggas will be niggas. So maybe they are doing that shit. But the thing about Tyrese, I don't even necessarily care about him as an actor. The last time I saw him, he was in Morbius, and that movie was terrible. But I just, for him, I think it would have been better if he just did this shit in private. Like there's a lot of clips of him saying a lot of goofy stuff and whatever, broadcasting his business, and it's like, yo, dude, Black YouTube's gonna roast your ass, right? Roast and toast you, and you're here, just saying all this bullshit on public. Keep this shit to yourself. Of course, he's not the only person who's taken an L, right? A lot of people take L's in life, but my thing is, right, I just want you all to consider this, right? After the roasting and toasting is done with Tyrese, right? The dudes and the women, I'm putting on both the dudes and the women in the chats of this content that's about to be happening this week, right? These are both people that are taking L's themselves, or maybe have done some more dumb shit just like Tyrese, but they didn't broadcast the shit in public, so they could kind of just kiki and say, haha, look at these celebrities, right? Just keep that in mind when you're seeing the roasting of Tyrese. I'm not defending Tyrese. I think the nigga should have just kept that shit to himself. But Black YouTube's gonna have fun with Tyrese for a couple of days. Hopefully, he just keeps this shit to himself. But that's up to him. I mean, do it if he wants to keep broadcasting his stupid dumb shit on public. Go ahead, but just don't get surprised when you get roasted and toasted. Black YouTube has the high ground and shit.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power! Don't try it!
Yep, that's Black YouTube for you. All right. Next on the docket. All right. Okay, what's the next on the docket here? Let's see. Oh yeah, dude, I love these clips, man. These clips. I got more clips. Of course, every episode I'm getting more clips, so just watch out for that. Okay, let me get out of that right there. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, so shout out to Chaotic Truth. I am officially calling him the Black Frieza of Black YouTube. He deserves that. He deserves it. I think he deserves that title. I think he's worthy of it. So if you ever watch a video of his and you start calling him Black Frieza, definitely do so. It makes a lot of sense. I think he deserves that shit. So let's go ahead and look at this video here. Former teacher prefers to black kids as monkeys. And this is from, what is it? This Might Be Risky podcast. I think someone referred me to this channel before. And they're using this guy as content, right? And this is why I say that people like the Big J's, the Chaotic Truths, the RBRs. Black YouTube needs you more than you think, all right? Black YouTube needs Chaotic Truth, and he's very important to, who's a better troll, Chaotic or SKC? I think I talked about this before. I think Chaotic Truth is at his style is just more direct. Like, I I say SKC is more on the like Joker side of things. Chaotic Truth is on this a whole new level. He's on a whole new level, like just like direct. He's not even like there's no joking with him, no laughing. It's just straight up like directly trolling you. All right, here we go.
To that. So yeah, we all need to log off. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question, comedian Q?
Mhm.
Who was the first black female
Who's the first black female rapper?
astronaut?
Astronaut?
Mhm.
Was it, I have no idea. Was it Mae Jameson?
Yes, actually, it was Mae Jameson. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I was trying to get me caught.
No, you're absolutely. It was Mae. Okay, now we're talking.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Thank
Shit like that. Shit
Okay,
like
so
that.
now I'll meet you halfway. Yes. Okay. This might be risky. Go ahead, sir. What's the next question?
Hey, nah, shout out, man. That's a good combo. Hey, Barnabas, I turned the sound effect down a little bit. Let me know how that should sound. Hey, man, interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. All right. So let me get into this one. I feel like this one is burning as well. Chaotic.
Oh, wait,
So-
hold on here. Before you ask it, hold on. Yo, he wanted to move on to the next question after she knew the answer, though. He was putting out right with the next question.
Nah, I mean, you got a good answer back. If you like that.
Hey, I'll give her that one.
Yeah, she probably.
Hey, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, she answered that shit quick. So chaotic.
Yo,
and maybe Chief, maybe Mr. White, maybe Chef. I know you guys, have been administrators and whatnot, or to work with children, so on and so forth. Not to say we don't, but you guys did it professionally. So, what was that about black kids being monkeys?
You're asking me what was that about black kids being monkeys?
Yeah, I mean, because that was one of the things that came up. Something of significance that was said yesterday. So
If
what was that
I
about?
if I were telling somebody who's going to get into education, I would, and I did a show on it today. Avoid inner city schools with blacks.
Damn.
Black kids are absolutely terrible.
Wow.
And yes, yesterday I called them monkeys, and I used to call them monkeys to their faces. And when their mothers and whoever came up to the school, they asked me, "Did you call my son or a monkey?" I would say, "Absolutely." Well, what else is he acting like? He's acting like a goddamn monkey. He's jumping around, swinging around, doing backflips off the desk, destroying the educational process flow. What else should I call them? Calling them that for some reason gets them back in the. Listen, I used to call the kids little nigglets, and for some reason they'll want to do their work after that. So yes, I've said that before, and I keep on saying it. Avoid the inner city schools if you are a man, unless they're going to give you $250,000 a year to be in those schools. It's hell on earth. I would even argue that a lot of people who work there deserve the Congressional Medal of Honor. They deserve the purple.
Wow, come on.
the amount of education that does not happen because kids are being disruptive. A lot of these kids are physically violent. A lot of these kids don't have any respect for black men or men because black women undermine men in these schools. So it's hell on earth, man. So I would advise anybody, go to somewhere where the kids are civilized. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Japan. Listen, I've been talking about this for years. Don't waste your life with these little inner city nigglets. They will cause you to get cancer, cause you to get stressed.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of people die because they have this deep down urge to help these little stupid kids in these dumb little downtrodden communities.
Okay, so I haven't been in. Well, I would say most of the schools I've been in were pretty diverse, but there was one school I was in for like a year, 7th grade, and it was one of those like bad area schools, whatever. I did notice the difference though, like how the teachers were treated and all that shit. But I mean, I don't know, it wasn't that bad, but I'm sure it's pretty bad in certain areas. But luckily I haven't been in those experiences. But yeah, like you said, maybe he is half right, but maybe he is kind of with the monkey shit. I guess he's on his Frieza shit right now. But let me see. I grew up in all mostly black schools with poor kids. Okay. Oh. Whoa, really? Okay. Niggas made teachers cry. God damn. And I seen this shit on TikTok and social media, all those clips of, niggas fucking teachers up and shit. Even the females be fucking the teachers up.
And they die at 55, 60. They get cancer. And how do they get it? It's because you are around these evil little monsters in their evil families. Get the hell away from these people. That's how you progress as a people. Leave them behind. Fuck them. Go ahead. Can we say that word over here? Okay, that's the first time I use. I don't like cursing. But go ahead though.
This might be risky, so yeah, everything is.
This might be risky. We are apes, right? Even though a monkey is different from a ape, but we are apes. I mean, I'm on to something with that. But go ahead. We are great apes. We are great apes.
Chief.
Wow. Okay.
If you wanted to broach this one.
No, I mean, I've been sitting here for 58 minutes just taking it all in, and I'm trying to, understand perspective and listen to this man's opinions. A lot of it is opinion based, and you are very much so entitled to that, and we, ultimately should try to respect that. Mr. White gave his piece, and your first two words were "you blacks." Motherfucker, you black too. So let's start there, because you immediately you black. Like, no, you are too, unless you don't think that. So let's start there. You reference 50 years ago and ancestors, but when others do it, we can't go back to the past. It's not okay for them. So you're contradicting yourself in that regard. You asked for permission to call the black women bitches, called them bitches, and then acknowledged you wouldn't call them bitches to their face. So you choose strategically offensive words to your convenience, and you have a right to do so. However, the point people are making is that in public, those strategically offensive words wouldn't be used because they are offensive, because they're disrespectful, and people respond differently to disrespect. So that's where the violence comes from.
Yeah,
people don't tolerate disrespect, and I think in your particular case, you have a tendency to pick and choose when to use those disrespectful words because you understand the environment you're in, and it isn't the people around.
You black too.
It's the environment you're in. So if you're around white people or black, nobody's tolerating disrespect in that regard. Again, you speak from very personal experiences, and ultimately, to me, it just screams, "Nigga, who hurt you?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's
God, come on, man. Oh man, you see how he smiles? I know why he smiled. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. What's going on? Ancient Britain, what's going on? Come on, be honest. Black people don't want freedom except for themselves. He's so bitch made. Look at the smile.
It screams, nigga, who hurt you? There's some internal shit going on. I got a podcast called All Black Men Need Therapy. Please come join us and let's have a conversation.
Okay.
But like a lot of your commentary, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of it has some good stuff in there. I can take some gems, some nuggets, and pull from there. But being in the inner city education, I get your points, and I see all of that. However, my little black girl is number 2 in her class. She's highly educated. She's very well rounded and respected, and does all those. And if you were her teacher and refer to her as those, then that's a problem. So you're not. It's not okay for you to talk to little kids like that and speak to little kids like that. So again, it's strategically offensive language to use, and it's not okay because also you have to deal with the repercussions of that. And depending upon the person you're around, it can go left. Some people, I mean.
Oh yeah. Once again. Shit, Josh, what do you know about that? Yo, if you want to join the Pana, the link is in the pin. Just joined guest verification, and you're good to go. Still got some more stuff to react to. So if you want to join, go ahead. I don't want to forget to keep reminding people about that because I don't want to wait till I'm done and tell y'all to. So yeah, if you're interested, just come up, give me your thoughts on anything that we've covered so far. Or anything, go ahead. Don't mind it. What do you know about Nigerians, Josh? You said Yoruba. I don't know where he's from. Like, to me, he looks African. My Negro spider sense kind of sees him being African, but not gonna lie, some African Americans have like strong African features and shit. So I'm not sure, bro. I don't know. Oh, really? That's cool. Well, good for you trying to figure out your lineage then. That's what's up. Good for you. That's good shit.
Some people don't have that balance where they can have these articulate conversations, but you have to be mindful of what you say to people because it is offensive and people respond differently to being disrespected. And I think that's the key point right there. And I think that's all I got. So please feel free to, rebuttal in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Well, Chief, your opinion is your opinion, and thank you so much, my good sir.
They're laughing.
But again, if I'm in public, I don't necessarily even get to the point where I will even have to use coarse language like that because I avoid the people who make me upset. If I feel like I'm going to say something, I just avoid you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of civilized or higher level or high civilized people do.
Why is that?
I had to remove myself from a lot of these schools because my mouth did get me in trouble. You're absolutely right.
Oh, maybe
I'll
you
admit
got
that.
fired
I
or
had parents
something.
up there that, that were pissed off. But I said, you know what? Let me remove myself from here because the parents are uncivilized. The kids are uncivilized. The school it's too much bureaucracy going on here. Let me just get away from these
Oh, okay. And just to for people who don't know who Frieza is, let me show you who Black Frieza is, just so you all can understand why I'm calling him Black Frieza. Let me see if I could find it real quick, and then we'll go back to that. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, okay, I found it. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go back. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back to show you who Frieza is, just so y'all understand what's going on. All right, here we go. So a little quick clip of chaotic truth here in anime form. Here we go.
Well, naturally, I'd expect nothing less from that monkey. I can easily shatter through the power ceiling of that monkey race. Sorrow and rage, but this time when the mad monkey comes charging, I'll be ready for him. He's a spitting image of Goku, poor thing. He's clearly that monkey's offspring. Creatures start procreating left and right. It's a damn springtime for monkeys. It seems Goku.
All right, so yeah, that's chaotic truth. Blackity black Frieza in his true anime form. All right, let me get back to it. Damn, I gotta go back. Damn it, too many tabs. All right, is this it? Nope. No. Let me see. Where is it? Where are you? Wait, gotta look for it. Is this it? Nope. This is okay. Here we go. I found it. We're back. It's all good. All right, here we go.
Civilized primitive people, and let me position myself to be around civilized people. That's why I tell many people, get away from black people and go to Asian people, like the Japanese. Go teach English as a second language in Japan. Go to Korea, go to Singapore, go to Qatar, go to where people appreciate civility, appreciate you. Because yes, you are right. Some people can't handle intellectual conversations. But my God, a person like me, man, I just tell the truth, man. And the fact of the matter is that a lot of those kids are monkeys. I don't know what else. I don't know what not to call them. And me knowing that, there's a possibility, a threat, violence from the parent,
that's crazy.
I just remove myself. I'm not about to sit up there and fight you and wrestle you and no, forget that. I'm just gonna walk away. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing now, and particularly with black people. Just walk away from these people. And no, sir, I don't identify as being black. I'm an American. You identify me as being black, and that's fine. But I'm an American, sir. I'm the superior person on the planet. I live in the greatest country on the planet. I am the wealthiest.
Superior. Shout out to RBR.
People. We are the wealthiest people on the planet. We have better resources. We have better infrastructure than most people. None of you right now are living in any other country, at least to my knowledge. None of you are doing business.
See, he loves to be an American, and he appreciates the America's economy.
Mama, economy make me understand all the numbers. Why daddy's all over.
All right, back to the tape.
In other countries, so obviously America must be the supreme country, and I don't identify as a skin color. I'm an American.
Okay, and we can totally respect that. And again, you can identify how and everywhere you want to. However, 99% of the other people in America identify your black ass as black.
Damn.
So them salt to the earth that you talking about, they look at you the same way. So when you're in them circles, just understand you can identify how you want to, but you still down with us, my nigga.
Oh, okay.
Can I give you a rebuttal? Can I give a rebuttal?
Shit like that.
Don't call us niggas if you ain't black.
Can I give him a
Don't
rebuttal?
refer to us as niggas if you ain't black.
I've never called you a nigga. When did I ever say nigga?
You call the kids niggas.
Well, they are. Are you a kid, sir? Are you identifying as a kid today?
No,
Let me
I got a question for you. I got a question
let me. Okay, hold on a second. Let me talk to Chief real quick. Let me talk to him. Again, sir. Again, I've been around whites and other groups of people. The only people who constantly talk about race.
Okay, so once again, see how everyone's ha 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 ha. This guy over here is kind of pissed off. Or, like I said, we need Black Frieza for Black YouTube. This is a fact, right? This is a fact. He said troll level over 9,000. Okay, well, now that you say that.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
He said that nigga nose get bigger the matter you get. Yeah, right. Maybe he can really smell really well. I don't know. But yeah, Black Frieza is needed for Black YouTube, right? I want more chaotic truths in Black YouTube. I do. We need more RBRs. We really do. In fact, I wish RBR had a son. That would have been great. So he could start a YouTube channel. That would be great. They're needed. Like, come on. Like, what's the point of having these nigga panels if you don't have these different type of characters? You know? That's all I'm saying. I mean, okay, fine. Would you rather watch Chaotic Truth, Black Frieza, or would you rather watch Bernard Riley? Choose one. Pretty sure most of you niggas are gonna watch Chaotic Truth. Most of y'all. Just saying.
Bring race up are black people. When I'm around whites, and I've been around whites in a very long time as a whole, they don't talk about race all the goddamn time. They talk about progressive things. Now, they may be thinking about it in the back of their mind. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. But when I'm around black people, black people break down things in terms of tribalism. Where you from, who you know, what organization you're a part of, et cetera, et cetera. When I'm around whites, they don't act like that. So all I'm saying is that you could be right and I could be wrong, but my experiences with other people are different. The people who have helped me out a lot in life have been non-black people. Now, I will admit a lot of blacks have helped me out. But when it comes to other groups of people, it just seems like they don't look at race all the time. It's always blacks. But go ahead.
Have you ever been impacted by racism in this beautiful country of America?
No. I've never been impacted by racism. I do not believe
Put
that racism.
this nigga in the bathroom.
There you go.
Now, wait a minute.
hell?
Now, are you going to ask me a question? You want me to answer, or are we going to?
My man, so you're telling me in your 38, you said 38, right? Your 38 years of life, you've never been impacted by racism at all.
Really?
I have never been impacted by racism a day in my life. Sir.
Okay.
Wait, RBR's married to a white chick? I thought he was married to an African chick. Or am I tripping? Oh, I don't know. How do I know? I guess. Okay.
Go ahead, Russell.
Thank you. You said on yesterday's show that you identified yourself as a monkey, right?
Hey, this might be risky. Can you turn his mic up, by the way? I don't know. I can't hear him.
Yeah, I'll check it.
I think it's specific.
Yeah, I'll check it real quick. He said, he said you referred to yourself as a monkey yesterday.
Well, the young lady, I believe it was Dana, asked me, was I a monkey since I referred to the children as monkey? And I said, yes. There are times where I, like most people, this ape energy, this ape behavior will manifest when I'm
ape
upset.
energy.
And I have to remember,
what?
I am a human being.
Yeah.
And we are a higher form of life on the planet. Yes, there was a time when we were hunters and gatherers. We were primitive Stone Age people, but we are in a ever advancing people. So yes, sometimes I do behave like a goddamn monkey.
How early on did you feel that way?
When I was in junior high school, I went to one of the worst junior high schools. I don't want to dox myself, but Blue Cousin, he's in the chat, he knows. I went to one of the worst junior high schools. And what I remember was I was in the classroom. And, back in the 90s, if anybody doesn't know, a lot of these classrooms used to have 30, 40 kids in them. And my classmates were acting like fools. It sounded like a jungle. It sounded like a damn zoo.
Oh, man, God.
And I remember being the only kid doing my work. And that's when it hit me.
Yo.
They're animals. That's what it is that they are animals. They cannot control their behavior. And that's one of my first times when I ever got mad and said, can you N-words shut the F up and let's do the goddamn work? Because at that time we had what was called the proficiency test, the state test. They changed it to the OGT now. And I wanted to pass it 7th grade year. So when I was a kid, I used to watch a show called Star Trek, still on to this day. There was a character in the original series called Spock. He's a Vulcan. Spock's people, even though this is fictional, they embrace stoicism. They embrace logic and reasoning. And when I'm a kid, I'm watching this. I said, "This is an analogy of the human human spectrum. His race of people were violent and vicious beings at one point, and they adopted this philosophy. And when I went back to school, I was about to start talking with my dad when I was a kid, but when I got older, I started to understand it. When I got back to school, I said, you know what? Despite this school being a goddamn jungle, I'm gonna behave like Spock. And sure enough, that's when the kids started calling me Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus. They said, you think you better than us because you acting different. But what it was is I was acting orderly. And I got that from Star Trek. The Vulcan race acts orderly because they realized that they were animals. And they said, you know what? We are primates, but we don't have to be this way all the time. And
gonna register with them. I know you're saying like they got their work done, but do they even realize the insult?
They do. They realize the insult. Do you want to read the super chat real quick? Realize the insult. See, when I was teaching, when the kids were acting a fool.
All right, so that's enough from this one. But like on this channel, you just be having a bunch of white people in the chat, a bunch of white people on his panels. I mean, go figure. I know people don't like him, but he's funny. God damn it! I mean, he's just funny. All right. Next on. Oh, well, see, shout out to the other coon, SKC. I be seeing white people in his chat too. So next up on the docket. By the way, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, share it. It helps out a lot. Smash that like button. All right. Next up. So on to Real Brothers. RBR had an interesting clip with Angel. So RBR played this clip of him on this guy called Base Prism, some old nigga, I don't know, old nigga with a mullet. And then I saw Angel on here doing his thing. It looks like they were doing an old collab, and he does some funny shit. And I just thought, hey, why not? So shout out to Angel. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, here we go.
Well, if they were able to do it, if the other white people were able to build African civilizations before they existed, you could have.
Oh, okay. Before I get to that, question: has SKC Chaotic ever collabed? Not that I'm aware of, but man, they should. They totally should. I mean, just yeah, I can see that happen.
Built one too before you existed, right? The other guy said the aliens created African civilization. The Martians, the people.
No, I think they built the pyramids, man. But that's a whole other issue. I don't want to get into that.
That's too much truth and fact.
No, let's just stay on topic. I could do an entire show about that. So,
all right. Did you have anything else, Angel? Any other info?
What I don't get is that you keep on harping people over like the NBA, them like not being smarter than the third grader when you yourself are not smarter than the fifth grader. But the one thing I can't
roasting though. What makes me not smart other than the fact that I'm black and telling the truth and oppose racism?
Well, the fact is you don't have
racism.
The fact is you don't have a life of your own. Because for me, I have a life.
Everybody's life. Everybody's life.
I have a life, and I even have a black girlfriend.
Oh shit! What? Whoa! What year was this? He has a black girlfriend. Okay, this was 2 years ago. Okay, I wonder he'd be on Black YouTube. Okay, the sisters. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Damn, I wonder he'd be on Black YouTube. Okay, that's why he went on Kendra G's. Okay, I see. It's all connecting now. God damn, it's all connecting. Okay, I totally wow. All right, I'm learning more. I'm learning. I'm a student of Black YouTube. I'm learning.
Don't know that. If people are able to date two the same genders, like a man and a woman date a woman, I should date a black woman myself.
Can we talk to her? Can we talk to the sellout sister?
Racial relationships swirlers.
Can you put the sellout sister on so we can just say hi to her? She's never talked to her.
Sellout sister.
Hell no. She loves me more than she loves you.
Oh,
she loves her race. So she loves you, the Nazis, more than she loves her own race. Okay.
No, you keep throwing this Nazi stuff, and the thing is, people are smarter than you. And to be quite honest, you yourself are proving to be
So she believes that the Nazis. Wait a minute, your black girlfriend believes that the Nazis are smarter than Barack Obama and the black people.
Nah, she loves me because of my personality, my humor, and my charm. She loves me for who I am, and it's also because she loves the fact that I have a life of my own further out than what you have. Because have you ever graduated high school? Have you ever followed your dreams? Have you ever accomplished?
Wait a second. Okay, wait. Was that a high school diploma? Why is that shit so close to his couch or where his seat is? Oh man. Okay, that's I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Why did he have his high school diploma so close to him? Was that it? I don't know.
Blaming the white people for your failures. Because the
Yes,
thing is,
have-
a lot of
and
people
blaming white
fail
people
for their
success.
own misery and try to blame it onto others.
Okay,
People are
you heard
saying
about
that Tom McDonald is a sellout when he's more successful than you freaking are.
Yeah.
Oh
he's
man,
more
he roasted
successful
though.
than Obama. Okay, great. Sounds good. All right. Now, I mean, what the fuck? But anyway, so your girlfriend's not gonna come on and show us how fucking dumb she is, how fat she is, and all
Damn.
the other stupid ass shit that we know damn good well is going on.
By the way, this podcast, I'm a 30-year-old, and the worst thing he can call me is a retard, which I've been called many times in my life.
No, I didn't
and
call you
I'm
that.
not offended by it.
I called him Big J Triple X. I didn't call him no retard.
Whoa, man. Big J, RBR talking shit for 2 years ago. Y'all been beefing since for a while. I guess so. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's crazy. Oh no, what's going on? Go ahead.
What's happening? He
I
froze?
think you broke up, Angel. Are you
yeah,
still there?
Big J tried to see me.
God damn.
I froze for a sec.
Okay.
Big J Triple X around this cat, the white version.
Yo.
I appreciate it, Angel.
Because the thing is, RBR, you'll be, but you're losing.
We called him the white version of Big J. Yo. Yo. That's cold, man. Oh man, that's cold. Yo, that's cold. Oh.
Your own thing
Yeah,
because
I'm losing my
a lot of
own race.
people are
Yeah.
hiding you from their channels. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
want you around just
Don't want the
because
truth.
of your stupidity. And it's like
Yeah,
what Tom
it's so
McDonald
stupid.
said
Yeah.
in his new song Clown World.
Who's this McDonald dude that he keeps talking about? Is this Ronald or some shit?
No,
Did Ronald do something that I don't know?
It's that white rapper, I think.
It's Tom McDonald.
Yeah, he's a white
is
rapper.
there if I screen share and play one of his music videos?
No, I can't do that, Angel. I'm
Yeah, we
sorry.
can't do that.
Well, I'll sing it over a cappella style then, without the music being played then.
Oh no, I don't think we want to be tortured with that. But anyway, so is the dude black or who is he?
He's white.
The thing is, you are just gonna say the same stuff like to everyone else that he has. He's a white Canadian rapper, and basically, let me read you some of his lyrics.
This guy likes rapping.
Yeah,
I
you're
like
not
rapping
going
on
to
panels.
win, Angel. You know, it's just how
So you
it is.
think the white
know.
race is superior?
The thing is, I'm just proving how stupid RBR is, and because I'm
I doesn't think white people created Africa 4 million years before white people existed. Okay, so there you go. So we defined stupid. It thinks that somebody who opposes racism is racist. Somebody who thinks white people didn't create African civilization 4 million years before white people existed is stupid.
Brock, you said Angel making 6 figures. You got that RTX 490. Man, that's a nice GPU. That's what's up. I got a 3000 series, but I honestly don't need no 4000. Honestly, for what I'm trying to do on my PC though. But and that 4000 nice though. Shout out to all the PC heads. Shit.
Stupid. Okay, we can move on.
All right. Well, Angel, thank you for coming, man. I'm getting mighty close to 3 hours, and I don't think I'm going to go past that. So I got somebody else.
Division for its modern segregation.
Yeah,
this is setting up a civil war. And the circus down, because the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're fat, making smiles on their mouth. I don't hang with those homies.
The guy said
around
the guy said that they don't want to hit a rap. He rapped anyway. But these bars ain't that great like he was doing on Kendra G's, man. Yo, that when he did that was crazy.
Everyone who knows me, my old face don't fit in clown shoes.
All right.
Okay.
Golly.
Let's get Dre on the line.
You see, I'm talking to you. Go ahead, be stupid all your life. Fail at your own misery. Blame it on others. But for me,
oh man. Okay, man. Shout out to Angel. God damn, man. Woo, man. That guy is funny. Yo, RBR, man. He said Angel was the white version of Big Jails. Yo, that's cold, man. Oh man, that's cold. God, yeah, that's cold. Oh man. Oh, woo, man, oh man. That's cold. All right. Man. Next up on the docket. Man, that was funny. So, the Saint and the Sinner did a debate. Who is really the prize versus the Queen Maker, the tomboy chick talked about on the other stream. They went on for 3 hours. I'm not even gonna play all this shit because it's too long. But we'll just skim through, see what's going on here. I think Sexy Red did a video on it. I don't know how these people did. Let's just see. I don't know.
You say everything you got to say.
Darius said we might have to update the marquee to say $6 and above to be read out loud. Looking forward to these discussions this week.
Okay, you may not know who he is. So, Saint and the Sinner, if some of y'all might remember, he actually he roasted up. Who did he roast? I think he roasted up Oshay. I think he might have roasted up Kevin Samuels. I think, I'm not sure, but I know he definitely roasted up some. Oh, one of some of the old niggas, maybe ARC. He roasted up some people. He got a lot of attention from that shit. This was before my time skip.
Yes, indeed. Princella.
I got a question before you ask me. Are we gonna be debating or discussing in delusional world, or are we gonna be in the real
really?
world? Which
I didn't
one?
know that.
I need to make sure I know where we at.
Well, number one, there's only one world, so we'll be living in reality.
Okay.
We're not going to be in the metaverse. That's number one. And number two, it doesn't have to be a debate. If we agree on something, I'm not going to pretend as though I don't agree with you just because you're a woman or just because people have positioned you as a psychopath. If you say something reasonable, I will acknowledge that it's reasonable, because I think the more valuable thing is for us to build on knowledge together. The more valuable thing is for us to co-create. It just so happens that if you're a psychopath, there ain't nothing to create. I got to destroy you.
Oh, wait a minute, baby. If I'm a psychopath, I understand that, because real people are psychopaths in the Matrix. That's why I asked you, are we going to be in reality or are we going to be in the Matrix? Because if we're in the Matrix, yes, I am a psychopath.
She already started. She already started.
Okay, on PayPal, we have Joshua said tuition, Mr. Malave.
It has begun. Shout out to Mr. Malave.
And Bitcoin Bandit said she didn't smoke Myron at all. She was making a bunch of nonsensical arguments and still lost despite Myron being ill.
And you know what I really hope is that both the males and the females watching can be reasonable and they can try to gain something from the conversation. I hope that all of the females in here on her side, who at least came in on her side, aren't thinking like, oh, like everything he's saying is bad. And all the gentlemen on my side and the ladies on my side as well aren't looking at her like, oh, she's a psychopath feminist. Give her a chance to express herself and we'll see what's what. Now, number one, I notice a lot of your personality is starting to propagate in what they call the manosphere, of which I don't claim to be a part of. And these are essentially women.
Damn, whoa, again. Yo, this not putting yourself on the the label shit is getting quite wow. It's getting out there, isn't it, huh? We've been hearing this a lot. Well, you might want to get his Vlad interview too. All right.
Playing in a man's game who for some reason are concerned with the affairs and conversations of men. I know that there's obviously profit. Just Pearly thinks is one such woman who comes in and basically repeats all the things that guys say, and then people are like, oh my, that was brilliant, and then they send her a bunch of money and make this upper middle class white girl even more wealthy, when really a real man is never led by a female. So my question is, aside from the money, is there any other reason that you've entered the spaces of men to establish a perspective?
See, she's not gonna answer this honestly. Okay, she's not. Even Saint the Sinner, I mean, he's doing the same shit. Technically, we're Black YouTube, Well, but wait, I think he has some type of class or something. I don't know. I think he does some other stuff. I don't know. I don't watch him like that, but this is a good question, but no one's going to answer this honestly, right? Even if it was a dude here, they wouldn't answer it honestly.
Actually, I don't even go to men's spaces, right? I pretty much stay in my own little lane. However, men tend to come to my lane, or people who are in my lane demand or request that I take on certain people. I don't really care what people are out here doing, especially when I know that they're crazy, right? You didn't ask me my educational background, but my educational background is cellular molecular biology, so I kind of tend to stay.
We'll get into that. Do you mind if one thing we want to try to do is just to keep things neat? Not to say we won't get into that, we will, but just to keep things neat. If you say you finish an answer to a question and you want to go on to something else, we can definitely address that. But I'll just book in it there so we can respond on that one topic.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, but I don't go into male spaces. No, I don't. Because I don't care what
male space.
Yeah, because I was asked to go there. How did you
end up on Fresh and Fit?
How did I end up on Fresh and Fit? So
yeah, you repeat your process is slow there, baby. You ain't gonna make it.
No, seriously. No, baby.
When they break you ask me to repeat things that I know you heard.
Go on, Racer. Don't be led by women, but let's debate this woman's opinion as it matters, right? This is a collaboration. Of course, this is a business move. Black YouTube, they all do this shit. You have one side with Saint the Sinner. You have the other side, the Queen Maker. This is your typical Mgtow setup. I know, right? I know. He did? Oh yeah, I think he did. I never listened to it though. Did it sound like Platinum? Did it sound like a worthy manosphere anthem or what? Oh, let's see.
The first time, so you ain't processing on the level to get you with this A1 game. I'm gonna give you a chance.
Look, so let's cut to the chase.
Oh, okay.
So I've been doing YouTube for about a year, okay, and I'm totally in my own lane. But the conversations that I have a lot of people requested that I talk to certain people, just like they requested that I talk to you. Okay, I didn't come. Yeah. Say again.
What was my question I just asked you? What was my question?
Your question is how I ended up on Fresh and Fit, right?
Correct. How did you?
And I just told you. And I just told you people requested that I go there, so I asked them to go there.
Right? Okay, so you're saying the fans suggested it. And
yes.
Fresh and Fit to go on their show.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the actual answer to my question then is I requested to go on Fresh and Fit. So what you did, which is very common, not only among females.
Yeah. No, because that's what y'all like to do. Y'all like to take bits and pieces of the trip. Y'all like to take bits and pieces so you can flip it out of context.
All right, this thing already. This thing already fucked up, and it's only 11 minutes in, bruh. Fatty, what's going on, bro? We chilling, man. We cooning. We cooning and geeking over here. But shout out to Fatty. What's going on, man?
It's us. I've been falling. I was geeking.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
All right. So yeah, we've been covering a lot of topics here. I know you guys got a lot of streams going on. Mgtow is lit at night, so I know. But don't worry, I will be streaming sometimes in the daytime. It just depends on my schedule and shit like that. But shout out Fatty. What's going on? Doing well. So basically, she asked to go to Fresh and Fit. I mean, like I said, she's not going to be honest, right? Going on Fresh and Fit is a business opportunity. It's a good collaboration for anyone on Black YouTube. You're going to do this dating bullshit, right? Of course, she's going to be on there, right? She can say her fans, "Oh, you should go there." Of course, she was already scoping out Black YouTube. Like, we're not stupid, all right? We're not stupid, all right? Saint the Sinner's not stupid, right?
Usually assigned to females that they don't take what's called accountability. They don't acknowledge what is within their control and within their decision making. So what you've done, hold on one second, love. I'll give you time to speak. What you've just done is I said, how did you end up on Fresh and Fit? Yeah. How did you end up there? Well, the answer is that you requested to go on Fresh and Fit.
Well, how did I end up here then? How did I end up here then?
Would you mind not interrupting me? I think we just said, I promise you, I will stop talking and I will yield the floor completely. But if you allow me to see the sentence right.
Yeah.
So you requested to go on Fresh and Fit, but instead of just saying that, which is flat out what it was.
Now, another thing, this might have been a paid collab. I know how these big YouTubers do. I mean, sometimes they can do it for free, but something like this might have been paid. This might have been paid.
Nothing wrong with that. You said, oh, well, my fans had told me I should go on there. And so following the advice of my fans, then I asked them to go, and that's how I ended up on it. You see, that's a big, long story. When the reality is, why not just say, I asked to go on, which is the truth of the matter? Because I'm sure your fans
the whole truth. No, the entire truth.
Yeah, I see you're getting out of control. You're not going to be a good representative for these women if you're showing them
getting out of control. Come on,
stop talking to listen, and I'm going to at some point stop talking so that I might listen to you. And I'm going to listen to you. I do want to hear from you.
Getting out of control.
So rather than taking accountability and saying I chose to go on there because I asked them, you can't blame your fans, because then it would seem that you're doing everything your fans asked you to do. Because I trust they've asked you to do many things that you've not done. They've made many recommendations that you've not taken. So that's something that you chose to go into a male space, probably for the benefit of your own exposure and clout. And there's nothing wrong with that. I now yield the floor to you.
Okay, so you asked, since a lot of people like to go into male spaces, first of all, why would I be going into the male space? I don't just go to male spaces, which is the truth, okay? Why did I end up going there and how did I get there? Why is because the demand increased and then I took on that demand and I requested. So that's the whole truth. Now, the problem that I have with the so-called manosphere is y'all like to tell half-truths, and I don't play with half-truths. Right. So if you ask me, I'm going to tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now, if you have a problem with that, I understand, because you want to flip a narrative. But I'm not going to let you flip no narratives on me. I'm going to tell you the whole truth.
Thank you.
Is that a problem?
But wait, I mean, he just said that he's not in the manosphere. He didn't claim it. So I don't know why she pointed at him being in the manosphere. And I don't know her content. I don't know if she addresses the other side of this Arkham Black YouTube. Brock, her fans like her, clearly. And I've talked about her before. The thing that what seems with her is that she's a chick that had a kid with a dude. Then she said, "Fuck dudes, let me be a tomboy and let me mess around with women and let me preach to these women and get an audience." And I think that shit's working. Let's see. You're not claiming the manosphere. She's talking about manosphere type shit. Doesn't work. Exactly, right? He's, oh, I don't like being in male spaces, but if you're talking about Keisha or Tyrone, I mean, you're gonna get, and especially with the analytics, as a YouTuber, if you start talking about these certain topics, like, okay, for instance, right? I just started, right? I just started cooning, right? But after the cooning process, keeps after a couple of weeks, right? I'm gonna start seeing in my analytics. Oh, your people who watch you are subscribed to this. You should subscribe to this. I mean, I'm gonna go in the nigga rhythm, as Dusty says, right? So, I mean, there's no like, we know what we're doing here. I know what I'm doing. These two know what they're doing. They think the audience is dumb. Well, some of these niggas are dumb and the broads, but some of us are not dumb. We know what's going on here.
Do you yield the floor? I want to make sure that I'm
Yes.
respecting.
Yes.
Fantastic. So number one, and I will play this clip because I found it to be a comical clip that you made. People were insulting you, calling you a male, and you flip that in a very clever way. You're an intelligent person, and that's something we can all acknowledge. One thing you're not is a good listener, because you just spoke about the manosphere, and I already stated that I'm not a part of the manosphere.
Oh yeah, I just
You
said
have
that.
manosphere mentality though, so it's the same thing. I don't
I see. This is quite common. I bet you'd be an expert on this because you're a person, a female, presumably, who's been hyper attentive to what's going on in the manosphere for no explainable reason. All I could see is that it's about money and clout. And so what I asked you earlier, is there some other reason that you're putting yourself onto these platforms?
Well, to get a message out. You know why? Because a lot of women are actually on the butt end of these podcasts. And so it's about being a person to stand up and be an example for women to follow. I don't mind going in any space I have to get a message.
Why should they follow you?
So go
though?
ahead and play what you got to play, brother.
Hey, we have Billionaire said, I can already tell that even if you destroy her in this debate, her fans won't get it through their thick heads just off these insults already. I hope you all have an open mind and willingness to learn.
Indeed. You caught it?
Yeah, the message.
Okay. So number one, I think that you've already misrepresented women. For example, you stated that women are on the butt end of these podcasts. No, women are not on the butt end of these podcasts. Harlots, promiscuous women, women with low IQs are on the butt end of these podcasts, because the fact is, an average, everyday, respectable woman who's a professional would never show up on one of these podcasts.
Yeah,
So
right.
these podcasts
Oh, he's
overrepresent
right on that.
OnlyFans girls. They overrepresent women who sexualize themselves for money, i.e. high-tech.
Oh, I mean, that's already been confirmed. We covered that with King Riches and what he's done to his channel. Yeah, putting these hoes on the back and the front end works for Black YouTube, especially the dating space. Yeah, the type of chicks that are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not going to be here. At least not on the front stage on this Black YouTube Arkham Asylum we have here. So yeah, he's right on that. I agree.
Prostitutes. So those are the subsection of females that are represented, and they go on there willingly. So you're already lying when you're suggesting that
On that particular podcast, or all podcasts that speak about
we
women?
can't speak about all podcasts. That would be literally impossible. But that particular podcast is one of the most popular ones in the world. That being the case, they reach a wider audience.
Oh, okay. So that's why I see. Okay, wait. So that's why the Queen Maker did a after show stream roasting Fresh and Fit. Ah, I see. So, okay. So looks like content strategy, right? She's getting on the platforms, right? Doing the collab like she should. She should be doing it, right? Nothing wrong with getting shame the collab. That's what she should be doing as a YouTuber, right? She's getting on the platform, do her collab, and then doing an after show stream, either roasting or roasting up the stream or whatever happened on that stream. Okay, so that's why she was doing all those fresh and fit streams. Okay, and that's why she did an after show of this collab. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, I see it. That makes sense.
They've been copycatted by many different podcasts. It's worth talking about them.
She stole
Right, and they still have the same talking points about women in general, right? So yeah, they'll have your little OnlyFans girls come up there, but their entire thing is to denigrate women in general, right? Oh, as if independent women aren't trash. Do you have a problem with independent women, Mr. Senator?
First off, so you just asked me a question. So number one thing I've not done is have I insulted you so far?
No, I haven't insulted you either.
Okay. So just in case you didn't know, and I think you do know, I think you've watched a good amount of my content. The moniker is the Saint in the Center. And for sure, people call me the Saint. You could also call me Marquette Burton. Passive aggressive is not something that I respect, because I'm a masculine man. I'm aggressive, which is to say, if you want to come for me, be aggressive. Be straightforward.
She was.
Okay, so are we gonna have a legitimate conversation, or are we gonna go back and forth with this kid stuff?
You're carrying on with the interruptions. You'll notice when you're speaking, I'm not interrupting you. I'm listening to you. And this is why you have to learn from me. The male is the natural leader. You're behaving as a child does, which is a pity that you would even have a child while behaving like a child.
Okay. See, and I'm not gonna do it. I know, like, if I was the founder of SBE, I would say, oh my god, SBE. But I want, and this is just for niggas and Black YouTube. I want you niggas to be original, okay? Like, please be original. You know, I'm not gonna be here, and I understand Black YouTube's a small space. Well, certain spaces are small, but if I started saying SBE in all my damn like podcasts, wouldn't that be kind of lame? Like, I'm just saying, niggas need to be original. And that goes for the broads too. Like, come on. I mean, I'm not gonna do that shit. That's Thai cities and real shit. I got my own original, shit and wit and all that shit. So, but if I was for Mill, yeah, I'd be saying all that shit. I would. If I was Thai, yeah, I would. But I'm not them, right? Okay. It's lame when yeah, that to me it is, because it's like you're not being original. That's like me getting on someone else's channel. I'm like, oh, SVE. I'm like, yo, can you all get your own ideas and your own sayings and shit like that? I'm just saying, critique, so whatever. What do I know? I'm a little nigga. Cooning.
It's us. I've been falling. I was eager.
All right. Back to tape. I'm not gonna play this whole thing because it's way too long.
No, I'm asking you, are we going to have an actual conversation?
Is you have not outperformed any average woman. So what is so narcissistic in your mind that makes you think you're up here to be a teacher of others? You are not an example of others. Your habits are very base. That's why I bring it up. And now that we got that established, I'm happy to go on to a number of debate topics that we have. But when you want to step out and say you're a leader, have some credentials. When I step out and say I'm a leader, I outperform the average man in all of the major categories that people seek success. I now yield the floor.
Okay, so that's real cute, right? You want me to be quiet.
Wow, look at this guy. Mute her and cook her. God damn, niggas are so predictable. Golly. Look at this. Let me see. Let me see if I recognize any manosphere niggas in this chat. Oh, man, come on. Oh, it's not showing up. Damn, really? Okay, back to the tape.
And cast a bunch of lies.
Okay.
And then I'm supposed to sit
I
here
gotta
and be
play
like,
it to see it. Let me see.
Stop talking, right? So what you don't what you don't know, okay, because you just made it seem like I was broke, that me and my child's father don't have a good relationship. No, that's what you just made it seem that way. Even though we co-parent and we're like best friends, that don't matter. You know why? Because you didn't really do no research on me. This is just a character assassination. And if that's how you get down on your show, baby, get down on your show. Because that don't matter. Because at the end of the day,
look at these guys. Let them cook though. It's so predictable. Love this shit. See, this is Black YouTube junk food. Man, I need to get a clip for that. But this is Black YouTube junk food right here. The roasting of any type of Keisha, whether she's tomboy or not, well, doesn't matter. Niggas love this shit. But on the opposite side, right? The bald equals into your G's. They roast Tyrone up. Be the same shit. This girl's, oh my god, cook, all that. It'll be the same thing, right? Same thing. So it's on both sides, honestly.
I was in the military for 8 years and I got commissioned as an officer value. So why would I mess with dudes when I can just take the value? Anyway, so you think, Mr. Saint, Saint, you think that I think that the only value to the woman is sex. You think that, right? Okay, well, that's interesting because I don't know how I would have been able to come up with 41 different types of men.
Oh man, book advertisement. Oh man.
The different things that
gotta have it. Oh, Black YouTube 101. You gotta have a book. If you don't have a book, you're not serious, all right? Everyone has a fucking book. Yep.
Use women for. I don't know how I would be able to do that based on just sex. You're right. Women have a lot of value, totally. But the ultimate biological objective of the male in nature, his natural wiring, is sex. It's captive sex. And it takes a lot for a male to get out into a mind space and operate from another level. But a male will use a woman for a lot of stuff, baby. And guess what? Attraction ain't nothing but a magnet to pull a man, to pull the actual value out of a woman. And it ain't no such thing as an undesirable woman, because guess what? Every woman got something that a man want to use. So here's the thing. Ain't nobody approaching males to use nothing out of it.
Look at this guy. The Saints just ended your career. Wow. Okay, man. His fans enjoying that shit a lot, man.
Especially in nature. Now, in an artificial system where somebody got to give you some money.
Sorry for all the pause, but there's so much commentary. The Saint knows this, right? The Saint knows the junk food that even his fans would like, right? He knows it. He's not, I mean, he knows exactly what his fans like. What did he say? He said her book can be used for business and life. Cult leader.
Money, right? A job that doesn't exist in raw nature.
Thing about your personality type is you're a true narcissist. You're arrogant. You never even been to Africa, but you got so much knowledge about these African matriarchies. You ain't even stepped foot on the continent, but you're an expert. You have not studied under any major African studies scholar, and you're not one of them because you just barely almost completed a bachelor's at age 38. But you have so much knowledge on these matriarchies that did not exist. And that is a part of the Happy Africa thesis. Yes, there's a whole thesis called Happy Africa, which suggests that Africa was devoid of problem and challenge before the first Europeans stepped foot on it. And that can't be true. Let me share an African proverb with you. The African proverb goes something like this. If there's no problem within, there can be no problem without, which is to say, if there's not weakness inside, there can't be weakness from the outside. So clearly there were issues. And let me...
I'm going to send her a book. I'm going to send her book to Rich to read. Oh, man. That's funny, man. That's funny. Oh, that's funny, man. It's not over 500 pages long, so I'm good on that book. I feel you, man. I feel you. But I don't want to go over all this, but of course, you know, shit. But yeah, he was going in, and of course she did a after show stream like she should have done as a YouTuber, right? Strategy. So that made a lot of sense. But that was an interesting collab. I'm just curious, was that a paid collab or was that, very curious on that. But moving forward, and also be sure to like the video, subscribe, share the stream. Definitely appreciate it. Your support is needed.
I'm sorry, Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
I take a lot of pride in delivering all the coonage I can to you guys.
Badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody. Again, I see pride. Can't hear you. I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody. Once again, I see pride. Junior. I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take.
All right. So next on the docket, let's see. Let's see what else do we have here. Oh, okay, yeah. I wanted to do this one. So there was this one channel that kind of blew up during the Perfume Sama arc called the Manosphere Highlights Daily. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't even know if he's black. He could be white, Indian, alien, who knows. He did a video about fat women realize the body says its positivity movement doesn't take what is it? What's the title? Let's see. Doesn't take men's dating preferences into account. I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go.
Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
Yes, it's like it definitely triggered my body image issues in ways that I wasn't necessarily anticipating to be out in the world.
I don't have problems with fat people. Fat
Golly.
women in particular. More power to you if you embrace your fatness and
I
feel
do not
comfortable
want to see
and
that.
sexy in your fat body.
Today, I am 27 years old and I love my body. I love every place that my body has taken me. I love everything that my body sees and witnesses and experiences. How radical would it be if we just loved ourselves? That's what body liberation tells me.
Body liberation is taking back essentially what belongs to me, my birthright. And that is to come home to my body and to trust her.
But this is about attraction. And attraction is not a choice. This video from the Tamron Hall show about body positivity touches on this. And it's pure gold. Let's talk about it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do.
This guy sounds African, bro.
Humanity.
I think one of the best things that we can grant ourselves is the power of pause.
Okay.
And in that moment, I just needed to sit with my own energy. Exactly.
I like that.
And connect with people on a deeper level.
Okay.
And most importantly, just like see the ways in which I might attempt to run away from myself into the arms of somebody else, simply to not have to deal with my own stuff.
First off, fat women
what the hell?
More than the average man, especially nowadays with social media and these dating apps. Just because they are fat and single doesn't mean they are without sex. My second point is
that's true.
She's saying and she's doing nothing special, okay? The blueprint of filtering the good, the bad, and the ugly has been here for thousands of years. It's called common sense. Why do people go on dates? It's to get to know each other, right? You don't need to be an effing dating coach to understand that. The foolishness. Stop clapping. When these females spread their legs, you would think that these women would get essential intel before they let the man.
Damn, that clip.
But that's not how they operate. It's about the feel. Does it feel good? Now that she doesn't feel good, she turns to celibacy. Now she is looking for a deeper connection after racking up a body count higher than the predator. Do you understand why marriage is a joke these days? It's because the gatekeepers of sex, which are women in case you didn't know, are choosing to
all right with that
without any form of commitment. That's the key word. They choose to do this. And it has become a coping mechanism. Bad news is this coping mechanism does more harm than good. Look at all of those videos of women crying in the car because they are lonely.
And I've honestly been feeling Mr. Crying.
Also, if you want to get on the panel, you can. Quick reminder about that. If you want to get on, the link is pinned up. Guest verification. I still got some more stuff to react to, but if you want to join now, you should, because we're past the 2-hour mark. So just letting y'all know. All right.
Families are crying. I've been feeling super weird lately. Like,
here we go.
2 days, I've been like really emotional, and I don't know why. I got off my period, so I'm like, it can't be that.
Sex is not a cure for loneliness. And these women are sleeping with the same dudes, Chads and Tyrones. I'm telling you, these guys do not discriminate. Where do you think these delusions come from? Chad and Tyrone play a role in this.
Chrissy, you were married from age 22 to 33, and before you amicably divorced. And you wrote in the book, one of the things I never anticipated was how much entering the dating scene at the age of 34 would trigger my body image issues. So dating again triggered some of these old feelings.
Absolutely, because it's one thing to like come to this place where you like are just so at peace and you love and you embrace the body that you're living in. But the reality is we live in a world that is incredibly fatphobic, right? And so you're going to come into contact with people who don't have those same values about bodies that you do, right? And so yes, it's like it definitely triggered my body image issues in ways that I wasn't necessarily anticipating, to be out in the world dating men who have opinions about bodies.
Okay, but y'all have opinions about bodies. What the fuck? I mean, you can literally just like take a walk, just walk like for 5 days a week and like burn literally like 1,000 calories. You can do that shit, right? If you take a walk, even for like 30 minutes every day, you can burn mad calories off that shit. And then even like eat a little bit less, bro. People don't even know, dude. It is not that hard. I mean, it's really not. Shit, you can fucking go to the gym, whatever. I mean, but you can literally just fucking walk. Bro, when I was in college, dude, I mean, when I didn't have a card, dude, walking on campus was a fucking workout, I mean, I could burn hella calories just fucking walking. Like, no effort. Just like, I didn't even need to go to the gym. I just lost fucking weight just from trekking and all that shit. Hey, I'm just being honest. It's really not that hard. Shit. What was it during the Aegon arc? What was Aegon? What's going on, Wolf? Aegon used to fucking walk for fucking hours and shit. That only works for fat niggas. Gotta lift weights and eat right. Okay. I hear you. Damn, Wolf, you late though, but it's all right. She can get a warehouse job and lose it. God damn.
Ha! This is pure gold. Yes, men have opinions. Who would have thought that men could have preferences? Who would have thought that the majority of men are not attracted to fat women? Who would have thought that it doesn't matter how positive you are about your body, men do not have to like it? The foolishness. This feminism and this woke culture does not teach women to respect men, to cater to men, and especially to recognize biology. They shove these body positivity movements and slut walks down our throats, not giving a shit if we like it or not. Because what do we know? We're just a bunch of men. Masculinity is toxic. So if men are not attracted to fat women or career women or wall-hitting cat ladies like Dr. Ramen Noodles, we must be intimidated by them.
Hey, yeah,
we must
man.
Be insecure about ourselves. Do you understand now?
I'm trying to do that, man, with the
why we get canceled?
With the I'm trying to create my own Soul Coon arc, but we'll try to see if we can compete with the Aegon arc. I don't know, man. It's gonna take some time.
Our opinions hurt their
or attraction is important in a relationship. To completely rule that out is ridiculous, and I don't think it's wrong to think that, you know, attraction is important.
They're gonna be like, well, personality. No, sis. Their personality and their looks should be on point. You should be completely attracted. Like, it shouldn't be, well, they're kind of cute.
Sometimes I feel personally shallow when I'm dating somebody or I'm interested in somebody. I instantly notice the looks. I mean, I think it's very common that you're gonna notice somebody's looks first.
No, like, I refuse. I absolutely refuse. I am not about to marry no man that is kind of cute. Like, I have to really be attracted to you. And I feel like that's the insecurity in us. That's like, well, personality over looks, you know, the personality really matters. Yes, their personality matters, but I feel like both have to come hand in hand, you know?
So I matched with a guy who was very attractive, and like the guy I am attracted to is like tall, sort of muscly. He can be
God,
but like big, you know. I like big and muscles, and
that's great.
has a good smile and sparkly eyes, and like knows how to laugh and stuff.
Woo!
Oh,
You're getting
man.
effective vitamins this morning, this afternoon, or this evening. It doesn't matter what time zone you're gonna enter.
That was
Women
cringe.
are the most shallow and selfish creatures on earth, and we got proof. We expose female nature and that dating foolishness on a daily basis. How much proof do you need?
All right, god damn, that was cringe. But you know, shout out to Manosphere, you know, highlights daily. Man, man, that was a little bit cringe at the end. I was cool with it at the end. It got kind of, I was like, oh god, crazy. Yeah, he do sound African. The Negro spider sense. I can kind of sense that shit, you know. All right. I think I had another funny clip on here. I don't know if let's see. Let's see. What else do I have here on the docket? Oh, no, that's not it. Damn it. Let's see. Was it this one? This might have been it. Possibly. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking. No. Let me see. Just looking right here. Nah, I don't think this is it, man. Damn. So there was this guy called Fabio on RBR's channel. The dude who looks like Megamind, like the real Megamind, bro. This guy's head is huge, bro. Like, he looks like a fucking alien, but I don't have. Oh, is that him? Yo, I got it. Woo! Woohoo! I don't know why I'm happy about that shit. But yeah, this guy always comes on RBR's panel just randomly nodding his head. Like, it's just weird. So yeah, here's a clip, you know, clip of the week. All right. So yeah, here we go. Shout out to Fabio.
It's easy to tell the truth, and I'm just being lazy, and that's why I say 2 + 2 is 4. I'm not being lazy. 2 + 2 really is 4. But if you can't accept it because Alex Bleepin Jones says I'm lying, then you think, well, why the fuck would you say something that white people don't agree with? Well, I'm saying it because 2 + 2 really is 4. I'm not going to lie to you to make you feel good. Now, Alex Jones is not lying to you to make you feel good. Alex Jones is lying to you so he can get power over you and kill you.
Well, the late Dr. Khalid Muhammad said that on a talk show one day. When you watch a white conservative and a white liberal, listen to that argument and listen to that discussion closely, because one is trying to be the other. Alex Bleepin Jones is trying to be
fast forward a little bit,
a part of the conservative hierarchy, or trying to be a part of the shakedown class. That's a new term I came up with, where it's like these black conservatives now, the day that no black people vote Republican. I mean, yeah, you got your few, but only your few. But they're trying to utilize it for money and gain. So they learn from the best. They're trying to shake down white institutions and white people for profit by just going out there saying all kind of inflammatory, ridiculous shit, because there's money over there. But when you really get these people behind closed doors, they really don't believe in half the shit they say.
Oh,
they don't go around black people because they don't.
Yo, I don't know why this guy be getting on his. The thing is, when this guy gets on the panel, like RBR be, beating him up to the panel, the truth panel. I'm like, yo, who is this guy? I have no idea who this guy is, but he'll always be like this random, like with the unibrow and shit, staring into space. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently he's a fan of Black YouTube.
So their cover will be blown.
But why did you throw in there that they're smart? Why would you throw that part in there? That's not smart. Killing off 99% of the people, including yourself. Why would you think that would be smart? Why would you say
not smart? That's not smart. No, I didn't say it was smart.
But why do you say they're smart?
I don't know.
They know that if they why would you start out with the dumbest race of people on earth and then say they're smart? For what?
Well, no.
Unless you believe it.
When I said the smart, I'm talking about the black folks who call themselves conservative. They're smart. They know what they're doing. They're mainly doing it because it's a money bag. They can they can't really get no real job. They can't, they have no intellect like you do. They go to university and get a degree. They don't have that. All they know how to do.
It's rocking his head back and forth. Like, I think RBR tries to talk to him. Let's see if I can get there. Everyone hold on tight. Let's just see if we can get there.
They went back to the same kind of behavior that they're used to from seeing other black males is hustle. All they know is a hustle. And they decided out, okay, we can hustle these white folks and say all kind of shit about black people, other non-white people. And, we'll sell them some bottle of water.
Oh, God, I forgot. Everyone chill the fuck out. Damn, I forgot. My bad.
All right, everyone. Chill.
I almost forgot. Damn, let's go.
We'll sell them some FDA not approved supplement. Yes, we'll sell them a T-shirt that says, liberal plantation, all kind of silly shit. But they know who they're talking to. Ain't no black people buying that product. It's white people buying it.
Right.
So you gotta. That's why I said they're smart to understand what they're doing. Alex Peopling Jones is trying to be a part of that same shakedown class. If he can shake down a couple white folks himself for some money to push actually what he believes, that's a victory for him. That's all he's trying to do.
No, they won't. He doesn't get his cut until he kills off the entire black race and the Asian race and the Mexicans and the Arabs and the Jews and the gays. All right, let me answer this question about Renaissance Man, Joe W. And this is very important. Why? Because it doesn't allow them to kill us. If they agree that 2 + 2 is 4 and the sky is blue, they'd be agreeing with us. It doesn't allow them to kill us. If they years under Obama, how many years did you spend under Obama? Nod if you spent no time under Obama. Rock, Fabio, if you've never spent any time under that black genius. Okay, then. He's never spent 1 minute under that black genius. That's why he's so fucking dumb.
Answer.
Now,
yo,
number 2,
that's
Joe
good.
W.
All right, that's enough. Oh, man. Jeez. God, man. Ah, man. That was funny. Jesus. Man. Oh, man. Oh, that was hilarious, bro. That was hilarious. Damn. All right, moving right along. Whew, man. That was good. All right, moving on. So, next on the docket, Mike TV. Again, I know. He's now going in on, who is he going in? Oh, now he's doing the FBA versus Black Brit. Oh, he's doing a Sarah Gray, I guess, Garvey, whatever. But he has a stream scheduled for Tommy Exposed. So Mike TV is about to counter Tommy Sotomayor. This guy is just, this is his next target. That's crazy, dude. So he took on Melanie. He took on the real theme sapien. Now he took on Duke the Don. He took on Tariq Garvey. He took on just Pearly Things. And now next on the hit list is Tommy Sotomayor, dude. It's just like, yo, like, I hope he's ready for that because Tommy can he can drag and roast for days. So I hope he's ready for that. I don't know what I hope he does because, and Mike TV has a history of looking up people's shit and stuff like that. I hope he doesn't do that to Tommy because Tommy, he ain't gonna play that game, man. So I don't know. Larry says Mike lives in his car like Rollo. He has nothing to lose. Ah, man, poor Rollo. Poor Rollo, man. I don't know. That Rollo be streaming a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed. Rollo be streaming a lot lately, asking for super chats and cash apps and all that shit. I guess he's trying to do an angry man. But shout out to Rollo anyway. Oh, well, in fact, Larry, thank you. You reminded me of where is it? Of Rollo. All right, so predictions here. I don't think the Tommy versus Mike TV is gonna go well. I don't think it is. But I wonder what he has on Tommy, and we'll have to find out. We'll just have to find out. But that's his next target. I thought that was like crazy. Like, God damn, you're gonna go at him too. Tommy's the Black YouTube bouncer. Yeah, for real. That guy, he's a pro when it comes to Black YouTube. And he actually did do an interview with Just Pearly Things. He did. I didn't really care to watch it because I already know what it's going to be about. How she started from YouTube and blah, 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 blah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't necessarily care about that. So speaking of Pearly Things, she did do a video about Mgtow. I was like, oh, God damn it. I wonder if this is cringe. I don't know why she's talking about Mgtow. Now she's trying to pander to the Mgtow audience or what? I don't know, but I'm like, okay, here we go.
The Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to my reaction series. I think someone recommended this to me on Instagram, which you should DM me if you want me to react.
Video for Mgtow. So here it is. I'm going to cover 25 of the most important video topics that I've covered since I've started my channel. And the first thing to remember about Mgtow is that a man that has taken the metaphorical red pill is a man that has learned the ugly truth about female nature. Women are made out to be harmless, beautiful creatures. But the truth is, many women...
Hey, beautiful creature here.
And that has taken the metaphorical red pill is a man that has learned the ugly truth about female nature. Women are made out to be harmless, beautiful creatures. But the truth is, many women today will rip out your heart and testicles through your wallet and move on to their next victim.
That's true, though. The more I learn about the court system, I can't even fault you.
With absolutely no second thoughts. And they often have no guilt or remorse in the process. So taking the red pill is making yourself aware of how women operate, and you stop being naive about it. With regards to becoming a Mgtow, there are 4 or 5 different levels to Mgtow. The first level is the purple pill man. This is the man that's aware that women use the government, the courts, and men's desires to reproduce to take advantage of men. But the purple pill man believes that the risks of a relationship and marriage are often worth the potential punishment. A level 2 Mgtow believes...
I'm really glad he's breaking this down for me. This is very helpful. Okay, so purple pill is... because I've heard purple pill, and I really didn't understand what it meant. So it basically means they're aware of how women are, but I'm still going to deal with these because I want a family and kids.
Dating in short-term relationships, but not marriage, long-term relationships, or cohabitation with women.
Okay, so level 2 is I'll date the girls, I'll screw them, that's it. No marriage, no kids.
To him, these often seem very dangerous. A level 3 Mgtow doesn't believe in dating women at all and limits his interactions with women as much as possible.
Yo, wait a second. So does that mean that Mgtow level 2 is the pump and dump, basically? Is that the same shit? Sounds like it. All right.
Mgtow tries to limit his interactions with the state and everyone else as much as possible, too.
3 limits his reactions. And I understand why level 3 would limit their interactions with women, because they also could get like a false allegation. Like that's, I think, their primary concern. And the 4th one, they don't want to talk to anyone at all.
He is what is referred to as a guy that's ghosting or trying to stay invisible to women and the state. All of this is explained.
Okay, so to women, the state.
In greater detail in a video marked number 1 below in the description called Mgtow Dating. So once you know where you stand with regards to the spectrum, then you either have a choice to stay away from women entirely or take varying relationship risks. Then you basically can start to gain true situational awareness. This is where you start to identify different types of female behavior and begin to.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like I said, I didn't care to learn about all this stuff. I'm just now hearing this shit. I didn't know there was levels and shit. I had no idea. What's going on? What do you want me to, I don't know. Muzzings? Is that how you say it? I don't want to, you're new, so I just want to, I don't know what to call you. I don't know what to call you. But I think I seen you in Tommy's chat. How did that so I don't know if you know, but Mike TV wants to go at Tommy, and I don't my prediction was it's not gonna go well. Okay, muzzings. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Larry. I'm with you, man. Larry, trust me. Like all this, like I said, all these pills and things like that. I just whatever. Okay, Muse. Okay, cool. Got it. Mgtow's evolved. But Larry, it is a lot of cringe, and I'm pretty sure I could, like, take a deep dive into the Mgtow like sector and find some cringe shit. I'm pretty sure I could find it.
Understand what motivates women to act in such ways. One very important thing to remember is that many more women today, in their 20s, than in past generations, are riding the cock carousel. This means they are having no strings attached sex with, in some cases, dozens of men before they decide to settle down with a single guy.
Dozens? Jesus Christ.
If they decide to settle down at all. I'm linking to my video called The Cock Carousel, which is number 2, down below.
I'm surprised you can say this on YouTube. Are you surprised? I'm surprised YouTube hasn't flagged it yet.
From now on, each and every topic that I bring up, I will put a link to it below. And at this point, I'm going to stop mentioning it and let you explore
get to that on another stream
and explore the description box
but
as well. Women love to settle down with a beta male provider, a blue pill man with little to no understanding about female nature. If he's ignorant about the way women operate, then he's more easily manipulated. A man aware of how women function in society and manipulate men in covert ways are harder to guilt and shame into doing the things that she wants. He knows the game, so he's harder to trick into marriage, protection, and resource extraction. Shame is the name of many women's game, and in this case, it doesn't work. After a woman convinces her beta male blue pill man that marriage is a good idea for him, then she has a child or two, which at some point allows.
It's the best way to say it. It's like, it doesn't mean that your looks are gone. Oh, that's so true, because they say that men or women out earn a man.
Chance that he's going to get married.
So this is the thing about this, right? I mean, she's gonna agree with anything just to get that male audience, right? Especially to potentially gain some Sandman fans, right? If she starts agreeing with Sandman, then hey, Sandman fans would say, hey, by the way, Pearly agrees with your video, and that's a way to network, possibly get some more audience from them. So, we already know the game. We know the game, the YouTube blueprint that's going on here. Nothing surprising. Pearly playing dumb. Yeah, of course. She knows. And once again, this goes back to what happened with Pink Pill and fucking who was it? Pink Pill and who was that person? David Carroll, right? Like what these people are doing online, it's not what they're doing offline, right? So all this stuff that whatever Pearly's doing, blah, blah. I think she's like 26, 27, right? So eventually, I mean, all this stuff she's consuming content-wise, and if she don't, and this is why that pick me crap don't work, right? If she don't get married by at least the next 10 years, then she knows she bullshitting. Like all this is for money, Yeah, I'm gonna get to that interview probably in another stream. I would get to it today, but I'm already like we're way past the time. I don't have enough time for it. So, but let's keep on moving on, shall we? What next? So I think I really want to cover the main thing I wanted to cover was Bernard Riley's thing, man. So Bernard Riley over here did when in doubt blame the Black manosphere, right? You mean the next 6 months? So I'm curious if he's going to address O'Shea's little video. So far, I don't think anyone's covered it. Besides MLT, M1, Ramil? Yeah, Ramil, yeah. Myself. I don't know anyone else. Unless I'm not subscribed to them. I don't know. But let's see what he's gonna say. I'm curious. I'm very curious on what he's gonna say here. Because these type of streams, I know they can be kind of, I know people are afraid to say their opinions because, I might get a future collab or something, or they may not promote my channel anymore. I know, like, that's kind of the problem because you're critiquing bigger YouTubers. You know, you risk. Damn, y'all going. Hey, people like him. I mean, people like him. People like his channel. I guess.
Mic check, 1 2. Mic check 1 2. We are live. We are live. Live and in effect. Shout out to everybody in the building. I already know what to do. Hit the like button whether you catch this thing live or you catch this thing after it's uploaded. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button.
Okay. God damn it.
Your fingers can't be your fingers not lined up with the homeroom keys. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, I don't know. Easy audience to, I think you mean grift. Just say the manosphere. Boom. Thank you very much for that super chat. I do appreciate that. Shout out to Chris G in the building. Shout out to Gerald Johnson. He says manosphere is an easy target. It's a visible target. It's a visible target. That's probably the best way to say it. It is a visible target. Easy target because you can hit it with a scatter shot and nobody knows who you're shooting at.
Oh yeah,
nobody knows who you hit. And you could blame it for anything. It could be anything you want at any time for any reason. It really doesn't even matter. David Ola King in the building says, time. Absolutely.
Hey, I'll go.
Time over here. Deacon Dave in the building. Shout out to you. Gail at night. Shout out to you. LB Crypto in the building says, we in here. Let's go. Shout out to Vince and Lindsay. Shout out to Leo Anthony. Shout out to who else we got in here? The Human Chapter. What's going on?
God,
shout out to everybody. We about cool. It could do all of those things. That's essentially what the Black Manosphere does. Men speak their voice on said issues. That's what the Black Manosphere does. You can't convince me that we're not changing the zeitgeist, so to speak.
Okay, so I think that's fine. You know, for bros to say their opinion on what's going on. Like the best example that I like to use is when the get your booty to the pole thing happened, and the manosphere covered it. I thought that was good. I'm like, yeah, this is good to cover. This is a good topic. I had no problem with that. Moose says, I don't know how to articulate it. It was like giving her lots of wiggle room to play dumb, and she's always a weirdo and almost goofy flirts. I don't know. I could see Tommy doing that though. Well, and of course, remember, she has the bigger audience than Tommy anyway, so I mean, he might play a little nice or clout chase, either one. Yeah, the Black Manosphere ain't changing shit. That's true. They're not.
Or as I call it, stirring the pot of the culture. People wouldn't be acting to get Black Man. If the Black Manosphere was never making a difference, it would never have been an initial hit list against the Black Manosphere. It would. They would have never. If nobody cared what we were saying, it would have never been the initial attempt in 2017 when they tried to get everybody channeled. Easy to flag. Back when it was easy to flag on in the Black Man on the.
Okay. 2017. I didn't know what space was back then, but that was before the Perfume Sama arc though. So 2017 sounds like, is that the Brother Pill arc when Oshay and Eliar was going on? Oh man, Big J might know. Big J Triple X may know. But 2017, that's way before what's been happening now. So he says BR isn't that bad. He needs a producer to write for him. I mean, he could when he does his commentary stuff on topics. I mean, like I said, I'm not, he does his topics. He could, like, when it comes to doing the YouTuber thing, he's probably one of the ones that does it better than a lot of people do. Like the people, Larry knows when we try to give people advice about what they're doing and they don't listen to us because we're in this chat. Reg, God damn it. But clearly, Bernard knows how to, be a YouTuber. I'll give him that.
On YouTube, it would have been a flagging campaign against Black Manosphere channels. If no waves were being made, if nobody was making a difference, if nobody was hearing it. There have been all kinds of campaigns, attempts to cancel this person, blaming it for everything. It literally got blamed. For the chick, the Goldie, I think her name was Goldie Jones.
So what's going on?
She tried to blame Kevin Samuels for an uptake in domestic violence.
Okay.
Literally tried to blame.
That sounds kind of stupid though.
Kevin Samuels for an uptake in domestic violence. If you're pulling out all the stops like that, then yeah, somebody is making waves. Somebody is making waves. And here's another thing.
Ha!
Exhibit A of things that the Black manosphere gets blamed for.
That's funny though.
Things that the Black manosphere gets blamed for. It's pearl, still. Listen, notice he said still and still. Like this is boxing. Just pearly things and still.
Oh, God damn it. Some
the
of y'all.
of the Black manosphere. Yes, pearly things. No.
Come on, man. Ah, man. Some of y'all are not funny. Some of y'all are not funny, dude. But I mean, he's trying.
No. It's not, never have been, never will be. That's not a thing. It doesn't exist. That was created out of whole cloth by people who attempted to smear the Black manosphere. The same thing that I, in my pre-recorded video that I dropped earlier, that I think Tyrese Gibson did. He got attacked by some people. He became, I guess he was kind of known. He had a lot of subscribers, but I didn't know about him. A lot of people didn't know about him until just Pearly things. A lot of people didn't know about that man until just Pearly things, and then he essentially, got on the radar. Pearly got into some controversy, encountering and refuting all the nonsense out there and speaking the truth as we see it for what's really going on and what it really is out there. If somebody has that much fire and brimstone, fire in their belly to come at the Black manosphere, then I have to draw the conclusion that they're against.
Yeah, we should have dropped
against Black male movement or Black male advocacy or they're against Black men. There's no other way to get around that. But before I get too far upfield, shout out to my man.
Damn, yo, can you get okay?
With Black manosphere or just the manosphere.
Okay. So Osama, this nigga again. Look at what this guy said. He said, salute for always repping the Black manosphere, standing steadfast. We have too many turncoats, whatever. And I think Osama later said in this chat, he's like, oh, I'm gonna be manosphere forever. I'm like, bro, can you, like, Osama, please, man, like I mean, Osama sounds like one of these dudes that's like, I don't know if he's looking for the manosphere for guidance or I don't know, but
for space, I'll just say the manosphere space, all in the building. Shout out. Hopefully I answered your question or explained what you're saying properly, Freeman's Journal, because I did get confused. I mean, not Freeman's Journal, but Christian Hutchinson, I did get confused.
All right, come on.
People want to charge the Black manosphere up. They don't just say that Black men are the ones out here creating these single mothers that are out here serial impregnating and doing all of that. No. They say it is you. It is the Black manosphere, audience and content creators alike, who are out here doing this. There are Black manosphere audience and content creators alike who are out here doing this. And it goes even deep to where, okay, on one hand, they will say that. On one hand, they will say that. And then on the other hand, on the completely different hand, it's a bunch of incels who can't get no ass. So you could be an incel who can't get no ass, but also be a serial impregnator creating all the single mothers that we complain about. But when you're blaming the Black manosphere for everything, nothing else matters. Just apply the blame. It does not matter. Another thing, I'm going down the list here. Other things. Black manosphere, some I would say to its own fault. It's called a space of a bunch of educated lames. A bunch of guys who later in life, they got their stuff together, they got educated. They picked up some,
Black manosphere is a space for educated lames. Can you get to the point? I'm sure TikTok makes five. Yeah, TikTok, yeah, you can make 5-10 videos. Yeah, right. I mean, okay, maybe that comes from the sisterhood. I don't know. Because it's definitely not just nerd niggas in that space. This is all types of niggas in that space. So I don't know where that comes from.
They're doing better in life now. They're making good money, but they're mad. They're angry about the women that they can't get. The women that overlook them.
That's not true either.
They're mad about that.
Has a job.
They're mad about that.
You know what? And then there's one thing that I've noticed too. Is like, it's like when they do these critiques, right? It's like, oh, it's only about the YouTubers. But to me, I think the manosphere should be critiqued, at least the Black manosphere, right? Because like I said before, the chat is very unique. I think the chat has to get attached to that too, right? Because those are people in the chat. They're not just bots in the chat. All right. Well, unless you're Hammer, shout out to Hammer. But you got to include the damn chat too. And it's like if you, a lot of people like to dodge critiques because, oh well, there are dozens of people in the chat. You can't count them. Like, yes, I can. What the fuck? They're part of the space too. What the fuck? Oh man, for the everyday brother. Yeah, nah, the old man is not that anymore.
Okay.
You may think
now,
so.
and then now this is a recent one that the people, these educated lames, the space full of educated lames, the space full of socially awkward educated lames, have these criticisms of women because they have problems with women because they can't get these women because they're corny. Okay? But these educated lames who have an education that has given them some skills that can make some money are now being told that no, the problem that you're having all these problems with women is because you lack the skills and resources.
Ha! Is that AM1 skills and resources? Is that it? He just said skills and resources. Uh-oh. He tried to mention AM1. Maybe he listened to his video. Okay, I think because AM1 did address it. You know, he did address O'Shea's bullshit. So maybe he did that looks like he kind of linked that to AM1.
Space full of educated lames that's lacking skills and resources, and that's why you're stuck and can't figure things out with women in your life and all of that. It's like, wait, hold on. You can't be both of those at the same time. You can't be a bunch of educated lames, but then still lacking the skills. Like that don't go. It's like but when you're charging the black manosphere up with something, it does not matter. It does not matter. It doesn't have to make sense. Charge the black manosphere up with something one week, then the next week charge it up with something that contradicts the charge from last week. It does not matter. Charge them up. I meet a lot of my subscribers. Monthly in Detroit. Meet a lot of them. All right. Most of these guys are IT guys. Meet some business owners. A lot of them be showing up work. Some of them be showing up with their actual working laptop and be working while we hanging out and kicking it and socializing and all of that. You know, they bring in work to the bar with them. It's like I meet these men that's in these chat rooms. It's a lot of truckers, a lot of IT guys, a lot of guys with careers. Shout out to Mike. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's the one. He's the one. He got accused of having a purse in that picture. He got accused of having a purse. Where hold on, let me pull it up. I think I still got you. Yeah, I still got you. I don't know. Damn, I don't know if y'all can see it. Yes, you can. You can see him in the red shirt next to Christian Hutchinson in the pink.
Man,
you can see Mike in that red shirt with that little strap going across. That's his laptop bag. That's not a purse.
Please move
on.
on.
Want to pick up some more skills? What do? We collab with people like Sub-Zero. And, you know, use my channel. You know, I'm not an IT guy, so far be it from me to do a dry IT course every day on YouTube. No, I do some edutainment, a little bit of fun, a little bit of good information, entertain, entertain, educate, enlighten, whatever the 3 E's are, whatever. You know, y'all get it. We do that, edutainment. But those who are interested, I funnel them through. I get them to the right people. You're interested in real estate? Probably going to be reaching back out to
look at Theo Waff over here. Theo Wallet. It says, blame me and my legion of black man cloud engineers who are becoming passport bros. Yeah, okay. Here he goes. Theo Waff, one of the big piggy banks of the space. Of course.
One of these again to talk real estate with him. Saving money's debt. Hit me up. I keep forgetting to hit him back. If you want to get into IT, that's the wave. Sub-Zero's the guy. He got a team full of guys who teach it. I think that is it. All right, cool. Let me read. You can't blame the black manosphere, but you can't talk to an individual man and say, "Yeah, you're moving a little goofy out here." But overall, a lot of those women, they got completely different audiences. But embedded into the audience of black men in this space, there are going to be some people who are simping. This is what I will say. When it comes to blaming the black manosphere for simping, is there a simping message being taught? Is there a simping message being taught? You can nitpick a chat room. You can nitpick a non-content creator, but is there a simpish message being taught and not being rejected? When people go left in this space and get on some simp shit, the audience calls them out, and people like no. It's like people hold the line like 300 around here when somebody get on some bullshit. That's a biological male. So on Ace Metaphor's show, there's a panel discussion between men and women where they're talking about male-female dynamics, and did a one-on-one with a guy, Black Gen Z millennial, I think his name was. He called into there, and you could tell he was trolling. Before the Billions called in there on a dare for his audience, I wanted y'all to really be able to see it. Y'all not link. On some Black Manosphere, Bizarro Land stuff for a minute, where all the trolling that he be doing to other people for like a whole year, I feel like he trolled us. And we went.
Look at this. It says the manosphere will check you. Okay, Black Wolf. I don't have a problem with Black Wolf. The manosphere will check you, but Did the manosphere check O'Shea Duke Jackson? So far, not much people. No one with like bigger channels. I haven't seen shit. Robertuson said he ain't going back to that factory where he came from. Oh man. Yeah, Theo's, I don't know. Dude was just twerking around the Chitlin circuit. Hey, I make money. I'm like, nigga, you're not the only one who's in IT, dude. I mean, I don't have anything against him being in IT. That's cool. Like, IT's cool. Like, that's great. You know, you're teaching people IT, but yo, like, the way you're coming around, just jumping on people's panels, throwing out your money up. It's like, come on, man. Damn. You're not the only one who has money. Damn. Like it's like he's trying to buy friends. That's what it feels like. When I was seeing him do his little stroll on Black YouTube.
The war with him about it. He would come on my show and say some things. All right. He would come on my show and say some things, and I would argue him down for 30 minutes to an hour. The whole chat room would be disagreeing with him. As the founding father, and leader of the space is going heel turn on the space, trying to refute every argument in the space and refute and defeat and debunk every content creator in the space. It makes the space just look like a clusterfuck of people fighting back and forth.
Damn.
It looks bad, and that was a bad look. And fortunately, Obsidian went back to the Obsidian we used to know, meaning that he still do some troll stuff, but he's trolling other people. He's trolling other people. I'm good with that.
Fair enough.
Clue says agreements don't pay, but yeah, but who? Agreements with, hold on, where's that? He says agreements don't pay. Yeah, here's the thing, but who agreeing with who? Like, we could agree with each other and we could disagree with enemies, detractors, combatants, simps, and the sisterhood. And that's another thing, going back to point number 5. How are we, the simps, were the only people that really come at us and attack us until recently was the simps in the sisterhood. Now, there is an aspect of people who may not be considered simps, but I think they're more so just agents of chaos who want to attack the manosphere. But the typical standard enemy of the Black manosphere has been simps in the sisterhood. So how could we be simping for women when we are attacked by simps and women? It's like, how could the message in this space be about simping for women when we are attacked by simps and women?
The message.
That, you know, so there's that. There's that. There's nothing wrong with controversy and disagreement. I'm all for debate and everything. Actually, some people saying, you know, like Clue said, agreements don't pay. But yeah, us turning that on each other is a bad thing and a bad look. And there's a lot of people who capitalize, who still capitalizing on that, on pointing the guns at each other. Because that's one thing that got unearthed and exposed from the manosphere audience that I'm still disappointed in, is that a lot of them didn't care as much about the message. They just like to see somebody get shitted on or criticized or dunked on or refuted, debunked and debated and debunked in some kind of way, which is that part is cool. But I found out that the audience, they just wanted to see blood and they didn't care whose blood. All right. So it's not about going after the sisterhood or feminism or simps or anything like that and exposing behind a movement for men, but they can't get behind your personal things you got a personal problem with. And we went back and forth about that. You know, it's, you know, making it just too personal to, you know, when people say that this is just a space. This is a space, men complaining about women that they can't get. Obsidian is one of the ones who, you know, used to lean into that punch. I don't even know if he still leans into that punch. I don't even think that's his current rhetoric. So when a lot of people make that argument, really what they're fighting against is the ghost of, you know, 2018, 2019, 2020 Obsidian. They're fighting against the ghost of 2020 Obsidian. All right. Future BR and O-Man reunion. Former team of the ages. I don't know about that. I don't know. Man, I can't. There was no disrespect there. I've never, you know, he's never spoke a bad word about me. I never spoke a bad word about him. But it was a parting of ways. That's it. You know, no disrespect, no beef. It was done the right way, like grown men. Done the right way, like grown men. Y'all didn't even notice for a while.
I don't know. Wait, actually, I remember. So, it was when basically like Bernard Riley became like a Super Saiyan, and you know he was getting bullied by Coon, O-Man, the Penguin, and he dropped. I remember. I think he kicked him off his panel or something, and like, yo, the chat was like cheering for Bernard. I don't know, y'all remember that. But, you know, yeah, they were doing collabs a lot, you know, and, you know, O-Man was promoting and collaborating. I mean, the Bernard O-Man thing was cool at some point, but, you know, it got kind of, when they didn't agree or, you know, O-Man got to doing his bullshit, you know, Bernard had to make a choice eventually, you know, because I feel like he was like pushing him around, you know, oh, I'm an OG, respect me, whatever. But he finally fucking just pushed that dude off the cliff. I remember that shit. Yeah, right. Yeah, he was like the main, like he was like it became like his show for a while. That's true. Yep. Almost took that shit over almost.
But shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my man Sir Tice in the building with the $5 super chat. He says, so dudes here because many don't toe the left-leaning rhetoric are criticized, but ciphers in living color isn't. Trying to make sure I got everything. Okay, I should. But yeah, see, he said some things I disagree with.
Oh,
he said some things I disagree with. He categorically, he fits in the category of a lot of people do this. Now, hey, I'm not head hunting going after people here, but a lot of people do that. Like when they get big to a certain point, it's like, I'm my own entity. I don't need the Black Manosphere no more. I have no problem with that. I think people like Stephens Code and Alpha Male Strategies eventually did that. But they didn't throw stones at they didn't get up there and then pick up boulders and throw it down at the manosphere. They didn't do that. They just went. They just got big and did their own thing, became their own umbrella, their own entity, and I respect that. I respect that. Nobody gets to get held hostage. But you know, when somebody get big and they throw stones and boulders back downhill, that's a problem. You know, Dennis Sperlin in that video, he sarcastically left the Black Manosphere, which again, he blamed something kind of weird. He got into a little beef with Keep It 100, who had like 8,000 subs at the time. Go sub to Keep It 100. You got some of the best content in this space.
Really?
Go sub to Keep It 100. Got some of the best content in this space.
Okay.
He got into a little beef between him and Dennis Sperlin, and Dennis Sperlin created out a whole claw. Oh, okay, see, I'm not taking shots. Dennis Sperlin said that Black Manosphere leaders got together and sent him. Were conspiring to send him a message, saying that they wanted him to step down from the Black Manosphere. That's what was said. That's what he said. We know damn sure it wasn't. We know damn sure Oshay, Angry Man, and Obsidian didn't get together and agree on nothing to kick somebody out of something that all of them has either quit, left, came back, quit, left, quit again.
God
and
damn.
the things that it said, the things that it did, the things that it broke down, refuted, defeated, and debunked, and built up a better worldview of how Black men should view themselves. They said that helped them more. They already on one of the years that Kevin Samuels stumbled. She blamed the
now sitting on a park bench. And they need,
is this guy?
50, they need $5,000.
The cost, the loyalty. I will hold the L.
And that be a millionaire shit. He also tells.
All right. I'm gonna. Of course, Asriel's on there. Asriel. Of course, Ed's on there. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's just too long for me to cover. But yeah, we did cover enough here for this Coon stream. I mean, we're past the 3-hour mark. Appreciate everyone being in the chat. I know I was a little bit late for this one, but I will try to beam up certain different times. It's not always going to be at night. Honestly, I'd probably be better off doing it in the afternoon, honestly, if I can. So just watch out for the signal. Once you see it on my community tab, you guys already know. If you see that Arkham picture, you already know. You already know. All right. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple, once, I collect some stuff that's funny to go over. I still got to go check out that Tommy Pearly interview, which I'll do it some other day. But I appreciate everyone showing up. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.